still qualify for significant relief. Struggling taxpayers can now get relief they need during these hard economic times. A hotline has been established by tax relief advocates for you to call and see what you qualify for. They are A+ rated with the BBB and have over 1,000 5-star reviews. Don't wait. Call 800-575-9087. 800-575-9087. That's 800-575-9087 or simply visit TRA.com.
I'm David Ortiz. When I lost my mom, she was only 46, and I lost my dad to cancer. It was the worst pain I ever felt. It made me think, what will happen with the people I love when my time is up? That's why I have life insurance. Ethos makes it easy. It's all online, take about 10 minutes, and you can get up to $3 million in coverage.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game. Paid testimonial. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Pros, save more on what you need to get the job done right. Right now at Lowe's. Get 15% off select custom entry and interior doors. Plus, save $80 on the DeWalt 20-volt Max 2-tool combo kit. Now just $169. And at the Lowe's Pro Desk, bring us your materials list and get a quote in minutes. Handwritten, a photo, or even a sticky note is all you need. Keep your jobs moving faster and on budget at Lowe's. Valid through 7/8 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
And it is Rams Super Bowl champion DeMarco Farr, Sweet Tea, Travis Rogers. Let's do it. The DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show is on for your Monday, July 6th.
I'm a chivato.
The No Stress Sports Talk Express. Welcome back from the 4th of July weekend. Hopefully everybody has their fingers and their toes. DeMarco, another day off. His vacation continues. Producer Laura on vacation. We got Funch Lover here today sitting in, which we always know. That means, I believe, there's a Love Island segment happening later on the show. It's a Monday, which means Marcus Grant, that Star Wars cat, is here from NFL Network. Travis Rogers, Sweet Tea. Travis was part of a Mexico watch party last night in the IE.
A new whacking stick. Whack!
Ooh.
With DeAndre, producer Laura, producer Jorge. Wow. I wonder if that taco man over in the IE knew what was coming when Travis showed up. Oh. We'll talk Dodgers, plus we'll get ready for USA World Cup tonight against Belgium. That and so much more.
Why don't you shut up?
Let's do it. The DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show. Your Monday afternoon to the Southland right now.
Yeah!
Oh!
Let it be known, Marcus.
Yes?
That I had my fair share of tacos.
Okay.
And a bacon-wrapped hot dog.
Okay.
But I'm not so sure that my man DeAndre Hawkins over there did not out-eat me last night. I think that's what happened.
Was this a Joey Chestnut situation?
No, I mean, basically, I have like, 2 plates of, tacos and...
Well, for whatever reason, Jorge's dad decided that he wanted to make sure that DeAndre was well fed.
Okay.
He just, you need more, you need more,
what?
you need more. And
There
DeAndre
are
kept
worse
saying,
things in
sure.
the world.
Oh, it was amazing.
It was amazing. I had the time of my life. more, please.
Okay, so tell me, am I crazy with what I mentioned with Mace and AK a second ago? Like, the fact that I am a rookie at all of this, is that what's making it so exciting for me? I don't even know what I'm looking at, therefore everything's awesome. Like, I can't be, like, if I watch a baseball game, I can say, well, that wasn't very good, that wasn't very good, football too, but I don't know what I'm looking at. I just know I love it all.
I think it helps. I mean, I think even for the experienced folks, this has been a really exciting World Cup. There have been a lot of surprises. There have been great performances kind of coming out of nowhere. We've even had, I think it's because we have, you get the Cape Verdes that sort of surprise people.
So good.
But then you also get the top level players, right? You get Messi at his best. You get Mbappe at his best. Right, Haaland at his best. So you're getting a little bit of everything. But I do think, you watch a baseball game and you know what to critique and you know what's good and what's not. This, all you know is that it's close and one team is like firing a whole lot of shots and maybe they're going in and maybe they're not. That's great.
Okay, we're watching the game yesterday, watching Mexico and England scores that first goal, and I don't care what sport you're watching. It doesn't, basketball, football, baseball, hockey, whatever your favorite thing is. That was the ultimate example of something bad happened and everyone was still messed up, and then another worse thing happened immediately after that. Because if they kind of get their you-know-what together right after that first goal, it's like, okay, we gave up a goal. It's not the end of the world. We can still figure this out. But once you got a 2-goal lead, it's like, all right, you got to work like hell just to get back into the game. And they did, but they could not get over the top. It was a drag.
It was a drag. I mean, and you're right. Like, it was like a body blow right after a body blow, right? I mean, England scores the first one. I was literally texting some friends about what happened, and I look up, and England's celebrating again. Like, what the hell, man?
What happened?
What happened? But yeah, the fact that they stayed in it, that they dragged everything they could out of England. They just couldn't quite get there, you know?
It's impossible not to get caught up in the passion of it all, too. Like, I am neither an English nor a Mexican soccer supporter. I'm just a sports fan. And we were watching it, DeAndre, yesterday, and just maybe it's just being around people who do care. Maybe it's being around people who do have a rooting, they do got a dog in the fight. But I can't remember the last time I've had so much fun watching, because one of my rules of just watching sports is if I don't care who wins, I have a really hard time watching it.
Okay.
Right? I need to have a rooting. And I had a rooting interest yesterday because everybody there was rooting for the Mexican team.
Right.
So I'm sure I'll jump on board. But it was just excellent from the beginning to the end. And the end, obviously, very disappointing, but what a great day.
The best part, honestly, for me throughout the World Cup is just seeing them go to the review and doing the
box,
every single time.
So how long until we're at a Dodger game, a Rams game, a Laker game, and we see
like
something we don't like, and we just start doing the box with our fingertips, right?
I'm start doing that, and just people like come to me with things that I don't care for, right? I'm just, just in general, like just do the box, and we're gonna review it.
So
check it out.
We've got Balogun is going to play tonight.
Yes.
Okay. Again, with the disclaimer that I don't know what I'm talking about. Is this just the most unacceptable thing that's ever happened? FIFA is so deeply corrupt to begin with that anything they do, I'm just like, I just assumed they would find a way to trick this off in one way or another. And according to everybody, that even like American soccer fans, like, yeah, this is really weird.
This is really weird. The best description I heard is this whole thing is like playing a board game with a distracted 7-year-old. It's just they're making up rules. They're just sort of doing whatever they please at any given moment. And this is a situation where maybe one-time corruption works for the United States.
Well, probably not the first time.
Probably not the first time.
Yeah.
But at least, like maybe in international soccer, maybe it's the first time it's happening. So we'll see.
I'm trying to think if there's an equivalent in something else where somebody is unavailable to play. And I think part of the reason that this makes it so weird and also funny's the wrong word, but just kind of like, seriously, is there's been no explanation given as to why they put him back in. They just said, oh, he's in. Why?
Because we said so.
Because we said so.
Yeah, that's really it. There is a clause or a bylaw that essentially, I'm paraphrasing, but it's basically like FIFA has the discretion to change its mind. Essentially, it's kind of what the bylaw is. And they pointed to like this Article 25 or 26, whatever this thing is, and they're like, yeah, because that, and that was sort of it. I mean, it wasn't like hey, we reviewed the foul, we thought it wasn't a foul. Like, that would have made more sense.
Of course it would.
That would have made way more sense, but they didn't do that.
Like, we see it in the NBA every once in a while where somebody like a technical foul, and with Luka in particular, like he's getting closer to that automatic suspension and you're keeping track, and then maybe they'll get one that wasn't particularly, obnoxious or whatever, and a referee's got a quick trigger, and they'll pull it back, and they'll say, we overreacted, or however whatever language they use to describe it. Okay, fine, whatever. But at least there's a brief, not just we just decided he should play.
and by the way, they'll send out like a format explaining like, hey, the reason why we rescinded the technical foul. Like they send out like a detailed information as far as, hey, the reason why we rescinded it because they acted and followed the criteria of the flagrant foul or technical foul. So they at least send out information that way people who watch the game, like, oh, okay, I see why they did that. There has been nothing, no information whatsoever as far as like, hey, we did a deep dive into the review, nothing.
No last 2-minute report
Nothing.
like in the NBA.
And it happens all the time. The NFL is like, we should have or we should not have thrown that flag, and we missed it. Sorry, but this is the first time. It's just because we think so. That would be more exciting.
So here it is. It's Article 27 of the FIFA Disciplinary Code. And basically, it allows FIFA to suspend the implementation of a disciplinary sanction. The sanction itself remains in force, but does not have to be served immediately unless the suspension is later revoked. So basically,
my head just cracked in half.
Basically, like, he's still suspended, but maybe he's not suspended right now unless we decide he's suspended right now.
So they could win and then theoretically suspend him for this Spain
in theory,
game?
yeah. Or they could wait until next year. Like,
Can we appeal and see if we can get like a 12th guy on the field? Like, let's just see how far we can push this
roll
thing.
the dice on this.
Yeah, get the president back on the phone with Infantino and just say, hey, we're thinking maybe we could play with like 14 guys. What do you think about that? Why not?
So Belgium didn't have the chance to appeal this?
They did,
okay.
and they told them to pound sand.
Well, but there was no real. But this is why it's so arbitrary, because there wasn't really an appeal process until FIFA was like, sure, you guys can appeal. So Belgium appeals, then FIFA's like, nah. That was the whole thing.
I got to say, so here we are. What's today? The 6th of July, and that we're talking soccer corruption is a bit of a surprise.
Right.
That we're talking soccer corruption that benefited the United States of America was off the board. Like, this is just not a topic that I ever thought I would break down.
Ever. No. Good on FIFA for getting us to talk about it in whatever way necessary.
I guess so. Am I going to become a soccer fan? I don't think so.
No,
but
probably not.
I'm really, really enjoying everything about it.
No, this is like it's
How
every
did you
4
get
years.
into it?
So I became I'm an Arsenal fan. I became an Arsenal fan the honest way. I was many, many years ago on vacation in London.
Okay.
At a pub, and Arsenal scored a goal right at the death. Like, they scored basically a buzzer beater, and the pub I'm in went berserk, and they're singing songs and they're buying beers, and I'm like, great, I'm buying a jersey tomorrow. And that's how it happened.
Perfect. Bunch, how was your 4th of July?
Great.
Yeah?
I did the most un-American thing you can do.
What'd you do?
Eat a bunch of Mexican food.
I don't think that's that un-American, quite frankly. I think that's just making good decisions.
I mean, I did not eat anything like a hot dog or a hamburger at all. I had carne asada, pollo, tortillas, rice, and beans. For the
That sounds
past
amazing.
couple days.
That sounds pretty great.
That sounds amazing. I had all that. It's just on the 5th of July.
Yes.
Yeah, we did get a dog and a burger down on the 4th of July. We'll recap our weekends. We got that coming up. Of course, we're getting you ready for USA and Belgium with our #1 goal-scoring striker back for reasons, which is incredibly exciting. Trudell is going to join us, and maybe he can offer a little bit of insight as to why we get to have Balogun back into this. But coming up next, we're going to talk about LeBron and Rich Paul and why the bucket of happiness is something that we all need to discuss. That's coming up next. Marcus is here for DeMarco. And don't forget that you can join ESPN LA this Friday at Hollywood Park Casino for the ultimate pre-match tailgate party, the Sedano and Cap Morning Show, live from 7 to 10 as we get ready for the quarterfinal in Los Angeles. Of course, right there at SoFi Stadium with a win against Belgium tonight. It will be a USA-Spain match. Follow at Play HPC for more information, and we will see you all there on Friday. LeBron buckets next. It's DeMarco and Trav. Marcus is here on a Monday on 710 ESPN.
You never know what you're going to get when you wake up with Sedano and Cap.
First of all, watch your tone. Second of all,
watch my tone, actually.
Second of all,
tone, little boy. What happens if I don't watch my tone, by the way?
Get your ass kicked. We can have a conversation later about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now take your belt off, George, and put him over your lap and smack that tushy.
There's a lot of tushy to smack.
Yeah, there is.
Less than there used to be, though.
Mm-hmm. It's the morning show with Sedano and Cap. Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN LA.
Red card penalty. Score big with Waba Grill's new red card combo for a limited time. A mini sweet and spicy chicken bowl, 3-piece chili crisp dumplings, and a side of Wablaze sauce for that extra heat. Then kick it up a notch with our new Penalty Punch, a premium beverage loaded with sweet mango popping boba. It's a flavor finish that hits the back of the neck. Get the red card combo for $9.99. Only at Waba Grill.
DraftKings is live in all 50 states. That means us, California. Win or go home. That's it. That's the World Cup knockout round. And DraftKings has you covered for every single match. The DraftKings app is now live in California, so whether you're catching the early kickoff, before work, the late match at the bar, you're in on every single minute, every match, every moment, all in one app. Right here in California, the world's biggest stage is in the palm of your hand. And new DraftKings customers, sign up with code LA710, spend $5 to get $200 in total rewards over 21 days. That's code LA710 in partnership with DraftKings. The crown is yours. Event trading offered by DraftKings Predictions, a CFTC registered introducing broker. Trading involves risk of loss. Market availability varies. Eligibility restrictions apply. $50 every 7 days via click-to-claim issued in non-withdrawable prediction dollars that expire in 1 year. Ends July 19th. Terms, dkng.co/predictions promo.
Los Angeles, your Rams have reloaded, and they're ready to kick off their 2026 campaign. Reigning Defensive Player of the Year Myles Garrett joins reigning MVP Matthew Stafford to lead the Rams into massive matchups against the Bills, Chiefs, Cowboys, Packers, and more. To experience every matchup live and enjoy home playoff ticket access, plus interest-free monthly payment plans and stadium event pre-sale access, visit therams.com/2026. Again, that is therams.com/2026. Get your Rams season tickets today.
Progressive presents perfectly bad excuses for missing stuff to spend more time on your motorcycle.
Hey, Suze, can't make it to your party. Gotta defrost some chicken. There's tenders, boneless thighs. Gotta keep an eye on it.
Now that was a bad excuse. If you love your vehicle this much, get customized coverage from Progressive, America's #1 motorcycle insurer. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in D.C.
In a contracting business, you're either growing or you're grinding. Success is no longer about hard work alone. It's about using AI to accelerate impact. Service Titan is the only integrated intelligence that seamlessly automates your entire workflow, from first call to final invoice. Born in the trades, built for visionaries ready to stop operating and start automating. Service Titan, AI for the trades.
You're listening to the DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show on 710.
Do your ears work?
They do work. No,
Back to DeMarco and Travis.
All right, coming up a little bit later on in the show, maybe about, let's say, 30 minutes from right now, I was privy to a conversation between the three of you, Funchess, DeAndre, Marcus is in here,
and actually Tim,
and Tim,
yeah,
from the social media guy, my social media team, I should say. You guys are the most diehard Love Island people I've ever run into in my life.
I mean, how many Love Island people have you run into?
Well,
in
four
your
now.
life?
Yeah. And DeAndre, I'm not gonna lie, you were the one that surprised me the most.
My girl, yeah, she got me into it. I'm not.
Are we all
lie to you.
blaming it on the women in our
I mean,
lives?
I think that's pretty much how it happens, right?
sure.
That's pretty much how it starts. Yeah.
All right. So if you are a Love Island person, you're going to want to stick around about a half an hour from right now. We're going to do that where DeMarco would typically do his Far Side. Let's start with this. Did you guys see Rich Paul's dry erase board, his whiteboard?
Yeah.
What do you think of that?
Oh my goodness.
So like we said with, during Crosstalk, it's sort of cemented the idea that coming to LA was kind of a business decision for LeBron. I mean, when you've got a little bit of a flow chart on all the good landing spots and why you should go. So I think there was one part that said like Dallas and it said like oil and it's just like business opportunities sort of thing for each of the major cities he wanted to go to. It just sort of reaffirmed what we always thought about this.
That's a good word. That's a much better word than I was. It was confirmation bias. It was like, I never really thought that he came to Los Angeles because he loved the Laker story, the Laker history, the city of LA, the people of LA, the Laker team that was here. Like, it was just, I've done the math and this tells me this is the best place for me to come for now. Mm-hmm. And then he continued to go through, and then to like get a little peek behind the curtain like that felt like it did LeBron, I thought, a little bit of a disservice because it confirmed the fact that this is so transactional the way that he's gone about it. It confirmed the fact that why he's leaving, like for whatever reason, the Venn diagram didn't overlap enough with the Laker bubble, and now he's gone.
Yeah. Is this because obviously for athletes, beyond just LeBron James, in any sport, right, there is a calculation about where you're going to go. Is it just because it feels so mechanical or is it because it's the Lakers? Is it because it just feels mechanical? Like, why is it that we seem so off-put?
I think it's all of that and who we're talking about. Like, if for whatever reason, in an alternate timeline, this was a Steph Curry thing, but everything that we've known about Steph Curry up until this point is what we know about Steph Curry. And then, at the end, for whatever reason, he goes, I want to go and just see what the rest of the NBA looks like, not in Golden State. It would be like, okay, weird, but okay, right. Here he goes. But this was, hey, I don't think it doesn't feel like he's ever loved being anywhere other than maybe Cleveland, because that's home for him and that's where he came from, and that would make sense. But it just was like, that's what I thought, and now I'm right. It was just the affirmation, like you said, of what we thought about him. And then his departure was so bloodless to begin with
Right.
that it was just like, okay, I mean, man, that is a really cold and calculating way to look at it. I agree with you, Marcus, that I would hope that they would give this a lot of thought and kind of go through the benefits and the detriments of all of these different places. But to just see it so cold and calculated like that was surprising.
Yeah, it just, I don't know. It felt like, really truly a business decision. And again, I know everybody does that to some extent, right? When you are a free agent or you're approaching free agency, you are weighing your options. You're trying to see, and I guess maybe because we've all been so normalized the idea of like, hey, I really want to be here and I really love this, thanks to the fans or whatever. This really just felt like our business transaction is now done. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your service. Good luck in your future endeavors.
There were so many different things, and Ramona wrote a great piece about how just the kind of the breakup of the relationship. And it usually when you have a great player like LeBron and a historic franchise like the Lakers, and this isn't a guy who doesn't have any gas left in the tank. He's still a really good player, and I think that's what makes this a little more unique. There's usually some hard feelings. There's usually some like, man, I can't believe you did that to us, or I can't believe you did that to me. None of that. It's just ice cold and bizarre. It's weird. I think that's at the end of the day, that's the word I keep coming. It was just a weird breakup, not entirely unexpected, but that it was as emotionless as it was strange to me.
Is it because we were thinking that it was going to end in the worst possible way ever, knowing that how LeBron James has been conducting his businesses as far as with different ventures of his teams? That's why I feel like it's been the biggest surprise, because it was, all right, yeah, I don't want to return. We're done. And the Lakers are like, okay, we can shift our energy to building the right team around Luka Doncic. We can shift our energy to getting the A-list center that he wants. We can try to figure out how can we add pieces around Luka and Austin Reeves that complement them and as far as their skill types and what they like to do. So I think that's why it was like it's not as big as we all thought it would be.
Yeah, maybe I think you're right. I think we were all sort of bracing for the punch that never really came. It was, hey, and to your point, I think what has made this so difficult in a way is because he has something left. If you're 41 years old and you're just sort of sitting at the end of the bench and you're taking 10 to 12 minutes a game and you're,
this
whatever.
isn't Vince Carter at the end of the line.
No, it's not. And so that's why this was always a tough decision for what the Lakers wanted to do, knowing that they wanted to sort of start this Luka portion of the program, but also feeling like, hey man, we got this 40-something-year-old Hall of Famer who got us through the first round of the playoffs, right? Yeah. It's like, we can't just say bye, but we kind of want to say bye.
I keep trying to think of it. Something just popped into my head. You know what this is? Like, imagine being married for 10 years, okay? Mm-hmm. And you had a kid together. That would be the championship, right? Okay? There's some stuff. You have a history together. The marriage was mostly really, really good, okay? That no one was screaming and yelling in each other's face, and you weren't trying to kill each other every night over the dinner table. And then at the end of the 10-year marriage, you said, yeah, I think I want a divorce. And your wife just reaches across the hand, shakes your hand, says, sounds good to me.
All right.
Like, it's just bizarre. It's just weird. Like, you're supposed to be screaming and yelling and crying and carrying on. And what about the kids? It's just so bloodless.
Well, so I remember I heard you talking last week about trying to think of a situation where a star player left a team and everybody just kind of shrugged their shoulders. And I was trying to think, but the only one that even sort of came to mind, and it doesn't really fit, was, Albert Pujols after all his years in Anaheim, but they didn't win a championship. Mm-hmm. I don't even think they saw the best of Pujols in Anaheim. No, they didn't.
They got a couple of good ones there because, and again, you could make the argument that much like Albert Pujols was never really, like, you could fast forward 10 years in the future, Albert Pujols is a Cardinal. Okay, yes, Albert Pujols is a St. Louis Cardinal, MVPs, World Series. He's a Cardinal, okay? Yes. And no matter how many years he played in Anaheim, he was going to be a Cardinal. It didn't matter. And that's what it feels like with LeBron. Like, successful, championship, here a long time, played really hard, was by all accounts a good teammate, was pretty good with the media. I mean, as good as somebody that famous can be with the media. And it's like, I cannot come up with any sort of comp where a guy, one, was here for a long time, generally well-liked.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there isn't some ugly incident on the blotter where you're like, yeah, man, that turned everybody. None of that.
No.
And it's like, yep, thank you, bye. And he's like, yep, thank you, bye. It's not like they slammed the door and he's looking around like, what the hell happened? He's, okay, I didn't want to be here anyway. And I believe him.
Yeah, no, I think it's so. So now I guess the next thing to this, though, is did you expect the rest of the Laker roster to look completely different, right? Like LeBron leaving was one thing. I think the thought process was, okay, well, this does open up some financial flexibility for this team. But at least for me, I still thought the majority of the roster was going to look similar. Yes, you have Luka, you have AR, but I figured for the most part, they're running it back, right? It was going to be Rui. It was going to be Jackson Hayes. We were still trying to figure out what happens with, say, a Luke Kennard or a Marcus Smart. It's those two guys at the top, and then a whole new backing band.
The entire starting lineup of the series against the Houston Rockets in the playoffs is gone.
Yeah,
because obviously AR and Luka didn't play.
Start,
they were hurt. The other five guys are all gone.
Yeah.
They won that series, by the way.
Yeah,
like this wasn't like it was a series where they were the 10th seed, won a couple of weird play-in games, went in there and had a bad team, and they're going to flush it anyway. Pretty good team.
Yeah. I mean,
all gone.
What, a 3 seed, 4 seed last year? I mean, you don't see that kind of turnover with a team that wins that many games in the regular season.
I was thinking too. Do you think the reason into why we haven't seen anything like this as far as a superstar like LeBron James leave and you're not it's not as disgruntled as we thought it would be because they already had a plan and Luka Doncic, they already had their next superstar. You know what I mean? Because a lot of teams when they don't have their next superstar, they try to figure out and they try to keep on continue to stretch this out as long as they can, but they already had a plan.
This isn't perfectly apples to apples of what you're talking about, D, but I'd like, for instance, Clayton Kershaw is one of the most popular Dodgers of all time and one of the most successful Dodgers of all time. Obviously, he's got the playoffs, but just Clayton Kershaw is what we just described. He's been here forever. He's been an incredible performer. He's won. He's been good in the community. Like, they're very, very, other than, I wish he pitched better in October. If that's the biggest criticism, that's not much of a criticism, right? When he left, it was, they had plenty of other stars, right? Shohei's here, Freddie's here, Mookie's here. Like, they've got guys, but there was still man, it's time, don't get me wrong. Yeah. So it's not quite like LeBron, who's still got some juice left, but there was some, I'm sorry it's over. There was at least I'm sorry that this has finally run its course and we need to move to the next thing. None of that. And maybe it's Luka, but maybe it was just like, peace out, good riddance, see you later.
I think that diagram just explained why. Like, I want to say a lot of fans, they were just tired of the same cycle because you're going out there and you have a whole whiteboard and saying he can go to the Philadelphia 76ers, he can play with Jaylen Brown, Tyrese Maxey, VJ Edgecombe. Then he can go over here and play with the Dallas Mavericks, like Marcus said. It can be a good business venture for him.
I'm looking at it says oil, golf, and I can't read what this last thing says. But
well, if it's oil, golf, I don't know, debutante balls. Like, what else is going on in Dallas? That feels like that's kind of the culture of that part of the country. All right, we'll go back to the Lakers coming up in just a little bit. We're going to get to Love Island in about 15 minutes, but coming up next, it's First Pitch with Greg Bergman. He's going to hop in here. We're going to talk about, I have an idea for Shohei over the All-Star break. That's coming up next. Marcus is here for DeMarco on 710 ESPN.
It's time for your Valvoline Instant Oil Change Summer of Soccer update. Here's Mario Ruiz.
The 2026 FIFA World Cup is down to its final host nation. Canada's historic run came to an end in the round of 16, while Mexico was knocked out by England in front of a stunned crowd at the legendary Estadio Azteca. Now the hopes of the host nations lies on the shoulders of the United States. The U.S. men's national team takes on Belgium today in Seattle, with a place in the quarterfinals on the line. The Americans did receive good news ahead of their big match. FIFA has suspended Flo Balogun's red card from the last round, making the star striker available for today's battle versus Belgium. It's do or die from here, and the U.S. will need its best performance yet against a talented Belgium side.
And that's your Valvoline Instant Oil Change Summer of Soccer update. Valvoline Instant Oil Change, home of the 15-minute drive-through oil change. From kickoff to the final whistle, performance matters. Keep your vehicle running strong. Visit SoCalOilChange.com for a special offer and locations near you.
ESPN LA fans, join us Friday, July 10th at Hollywood Park Casino for the Kickin' It at the Park tailgate party as we broadcast live with the Sedano and Cap Morning Show. Come tailgate for the quarterfinal and unforgettable final World Cup game at SoFi. Cheer on your team and enjoy HBC's new outdoor bar. Hollywood Park Casino, the only spot where you can park, party, and play 24/7, is LA's hottest card room, and it just got hotter during the epic Summer of Soccer. Friday, July 10th at Hollywood Park Casino. For more info, go to playhbc.com or follow us at PlayHBC. Must be 21 plus to enter.
Hey guys, it's Cap. Is there any better match than soccer and pizza? Our friends at Pizza Hut have 2 winning deals all summer long. Need a quick carryout before kickoff? Grab a large 1-topping pizza for just $9.99. Want more toppings or delivery? Get a large 3-topping pizza for only $12.99, available for delivery or carryout. So whether you're watching every minute or just tuning in for the big moments, Pizza Hut is the winning move this summer of soccer. Order today on the Pizza Hut app or go to pizzahut.com.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer at a beverage manufacturing plant, he starts his day knowing every line is ready to run because Grainger delivers the industrial-grade products he needs to keep mixers, conveyors, and packaging equipment moving. With Grainger's vast selection of bearings, belts, and motors, he keeps operations running smoothly, so nothing grinds to a halt. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
If Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea was your best friend, it would be the kind of friend that starts an impromptu dance party in the supermarket aisle that turns into an all-day pool party rager at your place, and you don't even own a pool. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea turns any day into a legendary adventure. It's smooth and refreshing real iced tea with just the right kick of alcohol. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Keep it twisted.
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
This is the afternoon show with DeMarco and Travis.
They told me you used to be hip, Trev.
Used to be?
Yeah,
What do you mean?
They said, like sweet tea used to be hip. Like you can get down.
Afternoons with DeMarco and Travis rolls on.
I'm pretty comfortable wherever I need to be comfortable.
Dude, you should take him to the club.
Back to the guys.
So get up at 10 o'clock in the morning, Greg.
No, that's
Knock
not
it out. Knock it
I'm
out.
up at 5, whether it's a weekend or a weekday or any of it. I'm up.
Welcome to the middle age.
It's awful.
Can you sleep anymore, Marcus?
Not really.
Yeah,
If I
okay,
sleep
good.
past like 7, it's a miracle.
Oh, it's a great
Gianna,
day.
you're
past
the
7.
youngest person in the room right now. Can you still sleep?
I have no trouble sleeping at all.
Enjoy it
You're-
while you
you're
can.
a lucky,
Tick,
lucky
tick,
man.
tick, 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 tick.
I think it took me till about maybe 5 years ago. Then it was like, okay, that's it. I can't. I wake up now. It's
Yeah,
just up.
Well, wake up for why? Because you're worried about the state of the world, your finances, life in general,
Well,
what,
it's
all of
work.
it.
I'm on that. I'm on the schedule. That's
But
what
don't
I
you
do
wake
now.
up at 3 o'clock in the morning? And we all. Is it just me?
Oh yeah, no, I don't wake up that
Oh,
early.
I'm not there yet.
Every 3
I'm not
o'clock.
there
like,
yet.
oh no, I'm doomed. I don't have enough of this. This is never gonna work out.
Oh, so it's in your head. It's not like a prostate kind of situation.
No, I'm actually okay on that.
Yeah.
So depending.
Yeah.
I'm
Like every once in a while, there's a wake up.
More mental terror than it is
Oh.
physical distress.
I'm very good with the non-mental terror, thankfully.
Well, good for you. You're
Yeah,
good
thank
there.
you. Thank you.
Should Shohei skip the All-Star break? Should he just bag the whole thing and just say, you know what? My bicep is bothering me. My knee is bothering me. Got a blister on my finger. Thank you. I'm honored to have been voted in. I'll catch you all on the Friday in New York. I'm out of here.
So to me, yes. If you're asking me, I would say yes. Shohei, please stop. Just do nothing during this entire time. Just get everything healthy. He's going to do whatever the hell he wants to do, and you're going to say, okay, that's fine. You can do what you want because you're Shohei Ohtani.
I mean, I think it's a good idea.
It's a great idea.
You know, I think what ends up happening is he shows up, he smiles and waves, takes some photos, he gets his customary 2 at-bats in the All-Star game, and then he calls it a
Schwarber
day.
comes in, and he probably leaves.
Right, he's
right?
probably on a
Like, he
plane
leaves.
before the game's over,
That
right?
thing is heated up on the tarmac when he's going around first base in that second at bat. But I really think it's something that A, might happen, and B, should certainly be considered because number one, give it to Schwarber. It's an act of goodwill. It's in Philadelphia. Sure. Everybody would be totally okay with it. We see us here in Los Angeles are spoiled that we can watch him as often as we want. But it's not like Ohtani stuff is hard to find. Right. Ohtani is as widely available as you want him to be. This isn't the 1970s where this is your one chance to see him. You get plenty of chances to see him. What he's being asked to do is completely unprecedented. He's not pitched to his very high standard over the last couple of starts. He's got little nagging injuries. It makes a whole lot of sense to me, and I get it that Shohei makes the rules, but I do think the Dodgers have some agency in this to say, hey, listen, man, we're trying to become the first team to win 3 World Series in a quarter century. We're going to need you to do this. Show him the data. Show him whatever it is that you can try to convince him. We're going to need you, and these little things can turn into big things. We're not going to have this opportunity for the next 4 months. Let's jump on it while we can.
Yeah, I don't see what the problem is. I think you're absolutely right. Now, I'm pretty sure that he's an all-star right now. So even if he skips it, he still gets the all-star on there. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he was voted in.
Yeah, he's voted in. That's already done. So, take the whole thing off.
I mean, side note to all this is sort of where, as much as I love the baseball all-star game, it is not the same. Because to your point, one, you can see highlights of guys everywhere. Also, it used to be, hey, man, I would love to see this National League hitter against this American League pitcher.
Yep.
Now you see that like on a random Tuesday. It's not the same, as it used to be once upon a time.
But the game itself is actually not terrible. Usually last year was an amazing game. It was like Kyle Schwarber came in at the end. They had the hit off.
The swing off.
The swing off, which was
By the
awesome.
Way, let's bring that into after 10 innings, we're doing that.
See, I'm fully on board with that, by the way.
We got shootouts, we've got PKs. Mm-hmm. Let's do it.
Just because it's not something that they've never done it before. Like
Ghost runners, bigger bags, pitch clock.
So,
that's not the way it used to be. That's out the window.
Look, no matter what, I do not want to see a 15-inning game during a regular season. It doesn't happen very often. It's very rare. But the fact of the matter is it can happen. So after 10 innings, sure, swing off.
I love the All-Star game. I think
it's the best game there is.
It's the one that most approximates a regular season game.
Right.
I have a theory on it. You guys ready?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Here's why. In football, I don't want to hit you. You don't want to hit me.
Right.
We're good.
Right.
We're not playing football anymore when that happens.
Yeah.
Right. In basketball, if I can just drive to the hoop and lay it in every time, that's not a basketball game. That's just, and it's not embarrassing because we've all made an agreement that this is how we're going to play it. So we're all just kind of goofing around. In baseball, if I'm the pitcher, I'm not giving you a meatball. No. Like, that's embarrassing.
Why?
I'm the one that looks, because it looks ridiculous. If I'm just serving up home runs, if I'm the batter, I'm not going to strike out on purpose and think it's funny. It's embarrassing. If the ball gets hit to the shortstop, he's going to catch it.
I'm not going to boot it.
Right. I'm going to throw it over to first. Freddie Freeman's going to catch it. Just baseball is an individual act where, it's a team sport, but every single pitch, every single swing is an individual thing, and these guys don't want to embarrass. The embarrassment of an NBA All-Star game, they're all collectively embarrassed, so nobody's embarrassed. Mm-hmm. The Pro Bowl, before they killed it, was collectively embarrassing, so nobody's embarrassing. But if Mike Trout dropped a fly ball in center field, it's embarrassing for Mike Trout, not the American League.
We'd laugh at Mike Trout if he did it. Well, by the way, and there used to be such big hits in the NFL, the Pro Bowl.
Oh, yeah.
There was just people would get smashed, and it was awesome. Now it's gone. And
because now guys they make more money.
So
it's like you want
much
that
more money.
career longevity. It's like
you'd watch it on like Thanksgiving, right, Trav? Like you'd watch the like the big hits, or what's the one that you like?
No, Valentine's Day.
That's better. That's so much better than Valentine's Day.
And it was the title of the YouTube video was the NFL's most vicious hits.
Hey, honey.
She seemed to do it too. It's a lot of contact. There's a lot of.
Hey, got the juices flowing.
Right.
I get it.
I will. It's pretty. We went out to dinner, Valentine's Day, whatever. We came back, and like when you turn on the TV, stuff will just start to play.
Yeah.
And one of the things in the queue for YouTube was like the NFL's most vicious hit. We spent 20 minutes watching that stuff. It was great.
That's awesome.
It was great.
What a Valentine's Day.
You guys probably spent some time on this on the Blue Review, but
the Blue Review.
I could not have enjoyed this weekend's series against the Padres anymore. For all three, the first 3 games were terrific in 3 different ways, but I think the highlight, you could make a case for them blowing a 6-run lead was pretty great.
That was pretty good.
The Teo slam was just perfect.
That and Joe Davis pretty much calling it like ahead of time. Basically, what was he like? Teo feels like a ticking time bomb.
Yeah.
And literally one pitch later just crushes a ball to center.
So because right after that happened, I was texting. I think I texted you too, Trav, but in the group chat, I don't think the Padres are going to win another game after this. The devastation that is going through their minds at that point. They went on an 8-game losing streak after losing 2 of 3 of the Dodgers before.
Yeah.
Like, they're just complete. I don't think we got too much into this, though. We were talking about a whole bunch of different things.
Yeah.
We didn't actually get to revel in the joy of destroying the Padres this morning.
I will say, watching the game on Saturday, when Yamamoto just completely shut them down.
Good.
And then was it Will Klein that came and closed it out?
Yep.
And watching, I think it was Machado and Jackson Merrill strike out to start the inning. And just the look of despair on their, they look just thoroughly demoralized striking out against Will Klein. And I think it ends on like a soft bouncer to Freddie Freeman or something like that. But they had their souls taken out of their bodies that weekend.
I was deeply impressed with after they blew that. So go back to, I guess it was Thursday when they had that 6-0 lead. Sasaki was bad.
Right off the bat. 2 innings.
And you're like, I'm like, you know what? I'm thinking in my head, give the Padres a little credit. They'd lost 23-3 the day before, right? Like they had about as bad a day as you can have at the major league level. And they showed up, flew across the game, went from Chicago to Los Angeles, showed up and jumped on the Dodgers. I'm like, okay, that shows a little bit of fight. And then they end up getting clobbered in that game.
Right.
It was
12-7. Yeah, they just completely cratered in that. And then you go to the next game, the Teo home run game was amazing, the Grand Slam game. And then the one you were talking about, Yamamoto just was on fire the whole night.
Mm-hmm.
But
He's
then
been that way
add
for like 8
insult
starts.
to injury was every time Mason Miller pitches against, they had to use him in a game that they were going to lose anyway because he hadn't pitched in half a week.
They just had to work it out.
They had, and they hit him every time he pitches.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he is as close to unhittable as anybody I've seen in a really long time. Dodgers have no problem with him. They get guys on base. They score runs against him. Every time they've seen him this season, they've either beat him or put him in a tough situation.
So we talked about this in the group chat. I'll ask you, Craig Stammen getting tossed on the third pitch.
Yeah.
Was that to fire up his team, or is just I'm just sick of watching this BS?
Yes. Yeah. I think that was one of those. My team is on the edge of maybe having their entire season go up in flames.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't really want to sit here and watch this anymore. I think it was both of those things. They can't. They fire a manager every year. They're worse than the Lakers firing coaches.
It's crazy. But so the umpire walks over to Craig Stammen. He's like, "Dude, don't do this. You don't just stop. Just stop." And he keeps going and he keeps going. And you're like, "Come on." Watching it, you're just thinking to yourself, "This is such an act. This doesn't even look real. It's too early in the game. It wasn't that bad of a call. It made no sense. It was just this dude just wanted to leave."
I will say ABS has robbed us of great pitcher or manager umpire confrontations. Like, you don't get guys running out to scream about pitches anymore.
Tommy Lasorda doesn't live in this world anymore.
I do miss that, but baseball really has not missed a trick when it's come to the things that they've introduced to the game. They've either been whatever, it doesn't really make like the larger bases, for instance. It was a big nothing burger, but it wasn't bad for the game.
Right.
It just was like, yeah, whatever. And just about everything else they've thrown in there has been great. And if I gotta not see, Tommy Lasorda's spittle fly across the room, I liked it. Don't get me wrong, but oh well.
I think that's also, though, the benefit of being able to try this out at the minor leagues and sort of tweak it, as opposed to the NFL makes a rule change. It starts at the NFL level, and if it doesn't quite work, well, then now we got to workshop it and try to figure it out. They get a couple years at the lower levels to figure out how this works, what we should do. By the time they introduce it to the major leagues, it's pretty well tested.
None of the NFL rules work at all. Like, we don't understand. I don't understand what any of the rules like.
What's the catch?
No, that will never. You'll never know.
Why are you asking us? The NFL doesn't know.
What is the? I know, but it's like the most fundamental part of the game, and we can't decide what it is.
Like, you can replay some things, you can't replay other things, but the biggest thing that happens in the game is pass interference, 60 yards down the field. You can't challenge that. But if you because they try to challenge and it didn't work for whatever reason.
Yeah, well, they never overturned it.
Right.
They just stayed with the call in the field 98% of the time or whatever
It's
it was.
the biggest play there is in the entire sport, and maybe in all of sport. Like a 60-yard penalty.
I got two baseball rule changes. Tell me if you got number one. We talked about briefly. Put that swing off thing in extra inning
Love
games.
it.
Great. Let's. You got shootouts in hockey and PKs in soccer. Why not? We're thumbs up.
Yep. Thumbs
okay.
up.
The other one, and I've been advocating that at the end of 7 innings, if the team that's behind would like to forfeit, they can.
So we don't have position players.
And look, there's no set run. It doesn't have to be 6 or more, 10 or more. Like, if you want to bag it, go. Nobody's going to bag it less than 6 or 7 runs anyway.
3 runs, whatever.
Right.
You
But what if someone does? I think there has to be that caveat of like a 6 or 7.
No one ever, you get fired the next day. No one would ever pull the pin on that.
I don't think you would because of, who, like you're constantly in communication with the front office.
But we're done. And now fans, well, what about you got 7 innings? But by the way, most of the time
games are already so fast.
The games are it's 14-2 in the 8th inning. People are gone anyway.
Yep.
Like everybody's already did. I want a I quit rule in Major League Baseball.
The only people who would complain about that are the folks who run the concession stands because it's one less inning to sell beers.
I guess.
Well, that closes at the 7th inning anyway. You can't buy beers after the 7th inning, so that goes away.
We still have baseball.
We still have, and I've railed on about it on the Blue Review. I cannot stand position players pitching. I just don't.
It used to be cute. It happens twice a week now.
Well, even Miguel Rojas sort of agreed with you when we talked to him. He's like, hey, he's like, I'm with you. Just let's talk to people about the rules changes. Like, let's change the rule about it. So he was on board.
It's a stupid thing.
And if we're not going to put in a forfeit rule, then the rule should be you have to use a pitcher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you don't want to quit, that's fine. You don't have. You're down 12 runs in the 8th inning.
You got to burn your bullpen.
You got to use a pitcher. You're not throwing in your 5th infielder. That's not happening.
If a position player is pitching, every pitch should be a strike, so you have to swing at it.
But that's not fair to the hitter.
It's not. But you know what? Then stop having these position players out there.
Yeah, but they get paid based on numbers.
Oh yeah, I
the
agree with
I'm
you.
talking about.
No, I understand. But like the reason to have these position players out there is to save an arm that it wouldn't be like it's going to save Paul Gervais's arm. Just put him back out there, okay? He can go another inning. He's not going to be used anywhere else.
Paul Gervais just took a stray for no reason. That's rough. That's very rough. Greg, do you watch Love Island?
I just started watching it yesterday.
Well, then you might want to stick around for what's coming up next.
Oh,
because
I'm going to listen.
We're going to break down Love Island coming up next. Marcus is here for DeMarco on 710 ESPN, and ESPN LA Summer of Soccer is coming to Culver City this Saturday, July 11th from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Bring the family to Veterans Memorial Park for a free family field day, fun activities, and a watch party featuring the quarterfinal between Norway and England. Visit culvercity.org for details.
710 ESPN, your home for the 17-time world champion Lakers.
KSPN Los Angeles, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
You never know what you're going to get when you wake up with Sedano and Cap.
First of all, watch your tone. Second of all,
watch my tone, actually.
Second of all,
tone, little boy. What happens if I don't watch my tone, by the way?
Get your ass kicked.
We can have a conversation later about it.
Oh, yeah. No, take your belt off, George, and put him over your lap and smack that tushy.
There's a lot of tushy to smack.
Yeah, there is.
Less than there used to be, though.
Mm-hmm. It's the morning show with Sedano and Cap. Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN LA.
Get as loud as you can for Monster Jam!
The one and only Monster Jam. Packed with stunts, smiles, and jaw-dropping skills. See the world's best drivers tear up the dirt in your favorite Monster Jam trucks. Like Gravedigger, El Toro Loco, Sparkle Smash, and more. Only at Monster Jam. Coming to Crypto.com Arena July 17th through 19th. Brought to you by BKD Tires and O'Reilly Auto Parts. Visit MonsterJam.com today.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
When it comes to your yard, reliability matters. Shop with confidence at the Home Depot and get 4th of July savings on Ryobi, the #1 cordless outdoor power brand. It's time to choose your power. Both the Ryobi 18-volt and 40-volt self-propelled mower kits are on special buy for an even lower price of $429 each, was $479. Ryobi's battery platform delivers the power, runtime, and dependability you need to tackle yard work with ease. Shop 4th of July savings on Ryobi outdoor power only at the Home Depot. While supplies last, pricing valid June 25th through July 8th. U.S. only. See store online for details.
Your ambition just met its match with Robinhood. You push yourself in everything you do, scanning headlines for insights, keeping an eye on the market. Robinhood puts you in control of your money, all on one platform. You expect more from yourself. Expect more from your money. Get started today at Robinhood.com/yourmoney. Again, that's Robinhood.com/yourmoney. Your money, your move.
And it is the DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show right here on ESPN LA.
The Far Side.
And it's time for The Far Side, presented by our friends at Highlands.
The Far Side.
Weekday afternoons at 4 p.m.
Time for The Far Side with DeMarco Farr, right now on the Travis and DeMarco Afternoon Show on ESPN LA.
All right, so we're going to do the Far Side a little different today. DeMarco is on vacation, so Marcus is here. Marcus Grant is joining us as he does on each and every Monday. And, guys, I did not know what was about to happen. So we have our bullpen back here where we'll sit, we'll chop it up before the show and figure out what it is we want to talk about. And Tim from the social media team comes in and asks a question about Love Island, and Marcus, DeAndre, and Funch all start firing at the same time. I'm like, what did I just walk into right now? I had no idea you guys were that into that show.
Yeah, I got into it last season. My wife watches it, and at first I just kind of would walk through the room. It's like, whatever. And I sat down and watched a couple episodes, and I'm like, this is kind of dumb. But I also kept watching it. I kept watching.
Don't you hate yourself for doing that too?
At first I did, but then after a while, so I'll say this season, after a couple weeks, what I realized, what got me to lean into it is realizing that people watch this the way we watch sports.
Okay.
The way we watch baseball, because the episodes come on, and they come on pretty much daily.
Oh, really?
Every day except Wednesday, and then Saturday they do a recap show.
Okay.
Wednesday they're actually off. So the episodes happen, and then Jesse, my wife, will go to TikTok immediately, and that's like the post-game show, where people are breaking down what happened in each episode and the moves that this person made or why they did this and shouldn't have done this or
because
whatever.
Because they like the people on the show, dislike the people, or
both.
The strategy, is there's money involved?
There's money involved.
Okay.
The couple that at the end gets voted in by America as America's favorite couple from the show.
And it's $100,000 grant,
Okay, so there's real money.
$100,000
Yeah.
plus now, because the show has grown in popularity, all these folks kind of get endorsement deals. They're internet influencers and this sort of thing. So there is, a little bit of a career path slightly for some of these folks too. I don't know, DeAndre. It feels like this has been, now mind you, this is only the second season I watched. This one's been boring. Straight up boring.
Look, this is my first season that I watched, and my girl was all like, I'm gonna start watching this, and I'm like, all right, that's fine, go ahead. So she turned it on, and I was laying down with her, and then that's how I got hooked. I'm like, you're watching it, I'll watch it with you.
Do you watch it where you're I can tolerate this, or and be honest, you're like, I kind of dig this?
I go back and forth, because this season's been kind of boring. I'm like, I'm just, I'm playing out the string, right? There's a week left in this whole thing. Last season was really interesting, and I was kind of like, yeah, I'm kind of sort of getting into it. I'm not there yet to watch the TikTok post-game shows.
So technically, I'm not into it yet. I haven't really watched a full episode, but the last 2 or 3 weeks I've been going home. My wife has it on religiously. So I'm,
How long is an episode?
Like an hour or two.
Hour.
What is it? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's every day. Every 6 days a week. Every day.
It is like watching Dodger baseball. It is on every day.
It's on 6 days a week. The only dark day they have, I believe, is Wednesday.
Wednesday,
yes.
yeah.
See, look, so the two things that I took out of this experience of watching Love Island with my girl is, first and foremost, she downloaded the app. There's Love Island.
Wait. There's a Love Island specific app?
Yes.
There's an app you can download.
You can vote on certain things.
On your Android, on your app. You can literally download it, and you have the chance to vote, because they have things where they do challenges and stuff like that.
Oh yeah. What's the challenge? What are they first one climbing ropes, or what are they doing?
They all involve making out with people generally.
Yes.
Are they couples, or are they hooking up with everybody?
So you meet somebody and you couple up, but the idea is you're supposed to, as they say, explore. So you're supposed to, in theory, kind of get around the villa a little bit.
Got to make your connection.
Yes.
Oh, is that what they say?
Yes.
Also, Travis, 95% of the time they're in their bathing suits. That's why I'm
assuming everybody's very attractive.
They're all very
attractive.
young, very attractive.
Very fit.
But I guess what has made this season boring is because they've sort of treated this like you would in the real world, where you meet somebody and you build a connection and you try to maintain that. That's not the spirit of Love Island.
This isn't 1985. This isn't the dating game. Let's get after this.
The spirit of Love Island is that you're supposed to sort of get around a little bit, and that's kind of made this season dull. It's like people sort of met in the first week, and they generally kind of stayed with the same people they've been with the whole time, which, again, violates the spirit of the show.
Doesn't sound like the show.
No, not at all.
I'm going to ask you guys something. Be honest. Have you voted?
I have not voted.
Oh my God.
I have not voted.
I have not voted mostly because the window for voting is actually pretty small.
Yeah.
Like it's only like a 2.5, 3 hour window. By the time we get to watching the show, like the voting window is probably closed.
Has your wife voted?
I don't know if she has this year, but she may have in the past. I cannot confirm or deny that.
My girl has definitely voted. She literally sits there and she'd be like, I don't like what they just did in this episode. I'm going back. I'm going to the app. I'm voting them off.
But
I haven't voted. I can't speak for my wife, but she is on the post game religiously, like, the TikTok right after the show comes on. She's watching it like inside the NBA.
This show, my second point is, besides this app, like, people take this to social media. Like, there is literally people that go on TikTok and they're doing recaps of episodes and being like, I don't like this couple. I don't like
so
what
are there like teams like where like we saw Kobe and LeBron fans go at each other on the internet for is it like the same sort of deal?
Kind of, yeah, because you either you become a fan or you dislike either a certain person or a certain couple. There's some couple this year. Trinity and Bryce are everyone's favorite couple. Trinity and Bryce are everyone's favorite.
And Bryce just sounds like a Love Island couple,
Yes.
and I've never even seen the show.
Trinity and Bryce are everyone's favorite couple this year. But then you have Melanie and Sincere, who they've been sort of
Sincere.
on.
Oh my
His
God.
name is actually Sincere.
Okay.
Yes. They've sort of been
He's not
off and
sincere,
on
though.
because he's not been as sincere as you would hope that he would be.
Now, I came across last weekend a thread of a comparison between Love Island, people on Love Island, and NBA players. So I'm going to give you and DeAndre, Marcus and DeAndre, I'm going to give you guys a couple names from the people from Love Island and their comparisons to NBA guys. So Sincere is compared to Kevin Durant.
I can see that.
Because
they look alike or they behave alike?
No. Here it is why. A liar and a snake, but really good at what they do. Just needs to stop talking most of the time.
Yep.
Yeah, like
okay,
Sincere would be the
KD,
most
right?
likely to have like a Twitter burner. Like he seems like he would be that guy.
Absolutely correct. Yep.
Also, what's it called? Let's see. Tiara. You know Tiara?
Tiara?
Yeah.
She's been compared to LeBron because she's older, been at it for a while, gets what they want, not scared to step on anyone's toes to get it. You either love them or hate them, but can't deny their elite.
You know what? I was out until you gave me the description. Now I'm like, okay,
I can see it.
I'm here there.
And then your guy Bryce.
I'm here.
Bryce, he's compared to Josh Hart. Super wholesome.
Blue guy?
Yeah.
He really is.
Super wholesome, not the best by any means, but does what needs to be done to win.
He's a little awkward, but like he keeps everything together, right? He's
Pretty much everyone likes him.
And he's kind of funny,
Yeah.
that works.
This person, Kenzie, is compared to James Harden. You know Kenzie?
Yeah.
Jokes at the end.
Always trying to find the next team. Admittedly good at what they do, but very hated and always looking.
Always trying to
for a way
find
out.
a better situation.
Yes, always trying to figure out a better situation.
Always
That's
trying to
it.
find a better situation. But also, now that it's late and it's playoff time, she's been a little bit shaky. It's not.
Not a closer.
Not a closer. Not right now.
I got one more. Melanie. Melanie is compared to Dame Lillard with the same team since the jump. Left for a little while, didn't enjoy it, ran back to the team they've been with, even though it sucks.
Yep. Yeah.
This is kind of selling
great.
me. I'm not going to lie.
Can
we put like a Blazers jersey on her and like just so I know what we're talking about?
So Melanie, a.k.a. Dame Lillard, is with Sincere, a.k.a. Kevin Durant. So it's kind of a rocky relationship.
Yeah, that's not good. They would not be good teammates.
They would not be good teammates. No, not at all.
All right, last one for me on this, guys. If, for whatever reason, your respective partner said, I'm out on Love Island, do you keep watching?
No. If she's out, then I'm out.
I'm out.
Yeah.
I think I'm out. Yeah, I'm out.
Okay.
This is nice. It's nice togetherness time sort of thing, but I'm not going to do this on my own.
You just posted up with a beer and nachos
This is
watching Love Island.
Love Island. No.
Can't believe Sincere did that. How could Sincere's a man?
Sincere's a man,
Okay,
yes.
Kevin Durant. Sincere did that to her.
It's Kevin Durant.
KD's doing his thing all over again. All right, let's get back to the Dodgers. And they've got 6 games before the All-Star break against a terrible team and a mediocre one. And then they've got about 3 months of more of the same.
Mm-hmm.
How do you stay plugged in for that long? That's coming up next. It's DeMarco and Trav. Marcus is here for DeMarco on 710 ESPN.
Mason and Ireland, the OGs of LA sports talk.
What am I, Google?
I'm just saying.
Why
you
is everybody
to
on
win.
me today?
If you had those glasses,
Juan's on me. You guys are on me.
well,
My
no,
God.
You put yourself in the one.
No,
problem.
I did not.
But you saying I did not act like a 2-year-old when we all know you did.
I didn't. I did not act like a 2-year-old.
Mason and Ireland, weekdays at noon on 710 ESPN, the ESPN LA app, and on YouTube.
Not sure what to do this week? The answer is always COSM. Here's your COSM calendar for the week of July 6th. The 2026 FIFA World Cup has taken the world by storm, and there is no better place to enjoy the World Cup than the COSM Dome. COSM Dome and hall tickets are available right now, but don't wait because they are going fast. Visit COSM.com now before all tickets are gone. If you've never been in the COSM Dome, this is your chance to see history unfold live on a gigantic 87-foot wraparound LED display that drops you right in the middle of every corner kick, tackle, and goal. And while you're reserving World Cup tickets, don't forget to lock in your tickets to Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, or The Matrix, or Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory in virtual reality. The COSM Hall is the ultimate sports bar to watch all the games on massive LED displays and enjoy a warm summer's night on the COSM deck. And enjoy a warm summer's night on the COSM deck. It's amazing sipping your favorite cocktails or ice-cold beer. All the fun and all the excitement for sports and entertainment is at COSM. Don't be left out. Visit COSM.com and lock in your next trip to COSM today. That's your COSM calendar.
DraftKings is live in all 50 states. That means us, California. Win or go home. That's it. That's the World Cup knockout round. And DraftKings has you covered for every single match. The DraftKings app is now live in California, so whether you're catching the early kickoff, before work, the late match at the bar, you're in on every single minute, every match, every moment, all in one app. Right here in California, the world's biggest stage is in the palm of your hand. And new DraftKings customers, sign up with code LA710, spend $5 to get $200 in total rewards over 21 days. That's code LA710 in partnership with DraftKings. The crown is yours. Event trading offered by DraftKings Predictions, a CFTC registered introducing broker. Trading involves risk of loss. Market availability varies. Eligibility restrictions apply. $50 every 7 days via click-to-claim issued in non-withdrawable prediction dollars that expire in 1 year. Ends July 19th. Terms, dkng.co/predictions promo.
Hot damn! Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea just got harder with Twisted Tea Extreme. The hard iced tea taste you know and love, but with an 8% kick of alcohol. Twisted Tea Extreme is made with real fruit tea, goes down smooth, and brings your daytime drinking to the next level. Just look for the bright yellow cans in the cooler and get ready to dial up the fun. Big flavor, extreme kick. Twisted Tea Extreme. Keep it twisted!
Visit Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
I'm David Ortiz. When I lost my mom, she was only 46, and I lost my dad to cancer. It was the worst pain I ever felt. It made me think, what will happen with the people I love when my time is up? That's why I have life insurance. Ethos makes it easy. It's all online, take about 10 minutes, and you can get up to $3 million in coverage.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game. Paid testimonial. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
It's DeMarco Farr and Travis Rogers for your afternoon drive.
One specific request. I don't have to pay attention, care, or try.
Yes. More DeMarco and Travis right now.
Get closer to USA Belgium, about 40 minutes from right now. They will kick that one off up in Seattle, and the USA Outlaws are out in force.
Oh, yeah.
Show the whole crew rolling into the
I
arena.
believe that we will win.
I think I like the singing and the chants and all that. It's like at first I'm like, come on, guys. It's grown on me. I'm in. I want my own chant.
It is a part of it. I mean, like, I believe that we will win is the American chant. Like, I don't think it has quite the same feel to it, but like, we're relatively young as a soccer country compared to some of these other places.
I like the Norway,
rowing?
the rowing.
Oh,
Like, that's
great.
badass.
That's amazing.
With the little drum and
That's badass.
it's dope.
Did you see the video of the guy who rowed too soon? It was like a false start.
A player or a fan?
A fan.
Oh, no.
Like, they're all sitting there waiting, and he went like half a second too. And it was like an offensive line. He puts his hands on his head because he knew that he just blew it. You know.
I could get into that. Mike Trudell is going to join us about 10 minutes from right now, and we'll continue to talk USA, Belgium, and the fact that we got our guy back for reasons that no one has really explained or cares to along the way. A reminder that you can join the Sedano and Cap Morning Show live from Hollywood Park Casino this Friday, 7 to 10 a.m. You can come hang out with the morning crew and get ready for the quarterfinal in L.A. With a win against Belgium tonight, it would be USA v. Spain, powered by Milagro Tequila. Tequila never tasted brighter. Milagro Tequila, please enjoy responsibly. So we were talking with Greg, Marcus, about the Dodgers and whatnot. You and I were speaking about this before the show. Dodgers have a 14-game lead in their division.
Mm-hmm.
They've got the best record in baseball. I think that matters to a point, but I don't think it's something that they're going to, come hell or high water, try to defend. I think if it happens, great. How do you get through July, August, and September? Basically 3 months of baseball where not a single game that you're going to play has any real stakes.
The best way, and it's nothing you can control, you need the Brewers to keep winning. You need the Braves to keep winning. You need somebody to at least sort of push you, because you're not going to get that in the division at this point, right? The Padres are running out of gas if they haven't already. The Diamondbacks are mediocre at best. And you got the Giants and the Rockies who are just flat out bad. You need somebody to push you at least, again, it depends how much you care about that one seed. The best hope is that the Brewers stay on your tail, the Braves get hot again and stay on your tail to force you to kind of have to keep your game up to stay in that one spot.
I get the idea of being in the one spot. You'd rather be at home than not, but we've seen them go on the road and win big games. I don't think that there's anybody that's an important part of that team. And I'm not even going to throw Andy Pahis in here at this point, because I couldn't be more impressed with what I've seen from him this season. Mm-hmm. That if they have to take a big at-bat in a big situation, or they have to face a hitter in a big situation in another team's team, I don't think it really matters all that much. I don't think Shohei Ohtani is going to be cowed by, Atlanta Braves fans, or that Yamamoto is going to be like, wow, this is Milwaukee. I don't know if I'm ready for this. I think that those guys are going to be ready to go. And I would understand the fear of if you had a younger team, right? If you had a team like all of a sudden, let's just say, a very young and inexperienced team gets off to this big lead, and you're like, hey, we need to stay focused because we don't know what we're doing. We could mess this up in one way or the other. Freddie Freeman's a pro. Mookie Betts a pro. Max Muncy's a pro. Like, these guys have been around for such a long time. I believe they're going to take every at-bat seriously. I believe that they're going to throw every pitch with intent. But I really do think that there is something out there where playing baseball games for 2.5 months that are not pressure filled, that don't have. Now, look, you come up to bat in the 8th inning with the tying run at second base, there's pressure, but it's not. We're going to the playoffs, and then get in October, and that first series you play where we all know how different playoff baseball is from regular season baseball, and I haven't played a real game in 3 months. That doesn't feel good. I mean, this is the most champagne problem ever, right? But it does really feel like I wouldn't mind having, like, I don't know if you can trick do a mind game with yourself to make something important when you know it's not.
Yeah, that's the hard part, is because, you just you can't match that intensity. And, I think we've seen it even during the playoff runs where they've had time off. And, they play the simulated games there, but it's not like going to Philadelphia and having, 40,000 drunk Philadelphians screaming at you, right? It's just not the same. You can't really do that. And that is the problem they're going to face. I mean, even getting into the last part of the regular season, because I know after the All-Star break, they've got a stretch that at least on paper is going to be tough, because it's like the Yankees, the Phillies, the Mariners, who, maybe aren't having the best season, but are still a good team, that sort of thing. I was looking at this morning, like, their September schedule is cake. I mean, it's Colorado, the Reds, it's the Rockies, it's the Giants, it's the 3 against the Padres, who at that point may have sold all their pieces off. Like, September it's like, how do you get yourself ready for that month when you don't have anything really chasing you?
I don't know how you do it, but it really is kind of an interesting puzzle for Dave Roberts to try to figure out, because how do you trick yourself? Maybe when you go to face Paul Skeens or Jacob Mizorowski or Chris Sale or Garrett Cole coming out, like, okay, guys, this is the sort of pitching that we're going to see in the postseason. Let's really kind of lock in on this. But beyond that, it's just it feels like they're just kind of punching the clock until we get to October, and that does not create good habits, even if you are a pro.
Here's the thing. They're 27 games over 500, 14 games up in the division. I still feel like they haven't played their best baseball this year.
Okay, let me ask you this with that in mind.
Mm-hmm.
If I would have told you at the end of spring training, they're getting ready to go open up the season. Edwin Diaz will basically not play, and Kyle Tucker stinks.
Mm-hmm.
How far ahead are they? And I told you they're going to be 14 games up as we get close to the All-Star game. Would you have believed me?
I'd have been shocked as hell. I mean, you tell me that there's no Diaz, Tucker's not good. I'm like, all right, they're still deep enough. Sure, 5-game lead, something like that. That seems realistic. 14, I never would have believed you.
Do you mess with it? Like Diaz is getting close to coming back, and I know they're paying him a fortune, and he's a really good pitcher, but. Man, it is clicking. I know that you're going to put him back in that 9th inning role, and we're going to get the trumpets, and we're going to get the show. And I'd like to see it because, we haven't gotten to see it very much. But Tanner Scott has been terrific. Will Klein has been terrific. Alex Vezia has been terrific. And, the old cliche, you don't fix what's not broken, and it's not broken.
No, not at all. I mean, I think you put it in one because, as you mentioned, they're paying these dudes a lot of money to be there. But also, I think a thing that Dave Roberts has been really good at the last 2 years is using this regular season to sort of evaluate, to mix and match, to see where guys fit. I mean, we joke a lot about the trust tree in the bullpen, but it sort of matters when, you may have back-to-back days where you have to use somebody or you got to stretch somebody out. So now in a pinch, Will Klein can come in and give you an 8th inning if you need it. Now, you've got Tanner Scott in a 9th if Edwin Diaz can't go. So I think, because they have so much room, so much of a cushion right now, this is the time for Dave Roberts to figure out, okay, when we get down to it in October and I got to maybe do something unorthodox, I have faith that this guy can get the job done.
Is Will Klein the biggest surprise of this season?
Yes.
That Paz made the All-Star game. I mean, Andy Paz is the starting center fielder for the National. Extraordinary. He got benched in the World Series last year. He could not get a hit. Mm-hmm. They benched him. That he came around and is the starting center fielder. Congratulations to him. Well-deserved, incredibly impressive play. I didn't think Will Klein was going to make the team, Marcus. Right. I thought that Will Klein was going to be the answer to a trivia question 5 years from now. He's been terrific.
That 18-inning game, I figured that would be hey, man, remember Will Klein? He was amazing. He was a legend.
What was that guy's name?
Right.
The blonde?
The redhead with a big beard. I really thought that was going to be Will Klein. I think before the season, when we started Blue Review, we were like, okay, so which guys are probably going to get left off the October? He makes the team. Like, okay, so which bullpen guy's probably not going to be here in October? And we were all kind of like, I don't think Will Klein's going to be here. Will Klein's been a key part of the bullpen all year.
He won't, but you could make an argument that he could be an all-star. That's how good he's pitched. They give him real innings. Mm-hmm. He can close if you need him to do it. He can get you out of a sticky spot. He can pitch more than one inning if you need him to do it. That was supposed to be I can't believe that guy, highest watermark of any one individual's career ever where you never heard from him. Now he's just a good pitcher. It honestly kind of takes a little bit of that shine off because it just turns out he's just good.
Maybe he's just good.
Yeah.
Yeah, nobody saw that one coming with Will Klein. I mean, literally, it would have, if we had never heard from Will Klein again, I would not have been surprised.
No.
At all.
Or you're flipping around, you're like, Will Klein pitches for the Twins?
Yeah, exactly.
Wow. Okay, cool.
No idea where he went.
Yeah. I thought, good for him. I'm glad he's still in baseball.
Right.
Mike Trudell is going to join us next. We're about a half hour away. USA, Belgium, and still looking for my first explanation on why Balogun gets to play again, and hopefully Trudell has one. That's coming up next. It's DeMarco and Travis. Marcus is here for DeMarco on 710 ESPN.
You never know what you're going to get when you wake up with Sedano and Cap.
Listen, I liked saying turkey yay because I found this interesting that there was this new pronunciation of the country Turkey that I had no idea about. Like, nobody sent me the memo. But after they beat the U.S., I decided to call them Turkey Boo. I'm not going to call them Turkey Yay. I'm going to call them Turkey Boo.
Oh, my gosh. That is such a dad joke.
It's the morning show with Sedano and Cap. Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN LA.
This summer's biggest football watch party experience is happening at Mercado Gonzalez in Costa Mesa. Catch every Mexico and USA match live, surrounded by non-stop game day energy, passionate fans, drink specials, surprise giveaways, grab fire asada tacos, slow braised quesadilla, fresh ceviches, warm churros, and more while you cheer on your team with the entire Mercado. Mercado Gonzalez, your soccer fan paradise this summer. Join us every Mexico and USA match at Mercado Gonzalez in Costa Mesa, where every match tastes better.
Join ESPN LA Friday, July 10th at Hollywood Park Casino for a live broadcast tailgate party from 7 to 10 a.m. with the Sedano and Cap Morning Show as we get ready to cheer on the quarterfinal final World Cup game at SoFi. For more info, go to playhpc.com or follow us at playhpc. Must be 21 plus to enter. Problem gambling, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
You know, in sports, you got to have the right team in your corner. Same goes for after an accident. That's why when people ask me who to call, I say it's easy. I tell them to call my guy. I got a guy. Attorney Big Al. Big Al's been helping accident victims across California for more than 15 years. He's an LA native, a huge sports fan. Wait till you hear him go. And he knows that after a crash, things get overwhelming fast. Between dealing with insurance companies trying to rip you off, trying to get your car fixed, trying to find the right doctors if you're hurt, it can be a lot. It can turn your whole world upside down. That's where Big Al and his team will step in for you. So lock this number in your phone. 1-800-HURT-123. 1-800-HURT-123. They'll help guide you through the process, protect your rights, and help you understand what you may be entitled to. And here's the biggest thing. Don't let the insurance company call the plays. Call 1-800-HURT-123 or visit attorneybigalca.com.
Attorney Big Al's attorney Ken Klein, based in Los Angeles. Download to see if you qualify. Not all customers will qualify. Transfer fees may apply. No Albert subscription required. Albert is not a bank. Albert Instant Loans are issued by FinWise Bank, member FDIC. Not an actual client. Terms apply.
Kylie, what's wrong? I just got hit with a car repair bill. I'm behind on rent, and I feel like I can never save any money.
Have you tried the Albert app? Albert is your financial assistant, helping you find ways to save and create custom budgets to actually grow your money. Plus, you can get up to $10,000 for big expenses, or advance up to $1,000 fast when you need cash right away.
Albert can get me up to $10,000?
Exactly. Albert spots you in a pinch and helps you grow your money in the long run.
I'm downloading Albert right now.
Download the Albert app and use promo code EXPRESS to borrow up to $10,000 for whatever you need. The Albert app helps you budget better and save more money so you reach your financial goals faster. Download the Albert app right now and use promo code EXPRESS to borrow up to $10,000. Use code EXPRESS to borrow up to $10,000.
This is the afternoon show with DeMarco and Travis.
If I came in a tank top and dolphin shorts, you'd be like, what's up, dude? What's going on over there?
DeMarco and Travis continue.
I couldn't have been scareder. Is that a word?
More scared?
More scared.
Back to the guys.
27 minutes until kickoff up in Seattle, USA against Belgium in the round of 16, the biggest match in U.S. soccer history, arguably, maybe not even arguably, maybe just factually. Joining us right now, none other than Mike Trudell, who joins us here on the DeMarco and Trav Show each and every Thursday. Trudell, on a scale of 1 to 10, how fired up are you for this thing?
You know, I would say it's an easy 10, except that I also am very nervous, which is taking a bit away from my excitement, just thinking about how revved up you can be, and I don't want to get let down because I know how good Belgium is. But we're very excited, Travis. In fact, I almost texted you earlier because I'm trying to perfect a catering order at Chick-fil-A for all the boys' friends. And I'm like, if you go with the tray, then the problem is you can't get the fries. They only have the chips, so you got to do the separate order for the fries. But I think I figured out a decent mix.
Nice.
Have you figured out what Article 27 is and how it applies to Fuller and Balogun?
I honestly, like, when that all went down, my first reaction was that the soccer gods were going to strike down the United States. I'm trying to get over that, but I do not love that that's how it went down. Like, and this is after me ranting and raving like a lunatic and saying scumbag more than Morales when they actually made the call, which was absolutely a horrible call. And, like, justice is done in terms of him being able to play. But the perception of soccer and America and all this and just everything moving forward and the Belgian bulletin board material that results from this, I think that ends up being a lot to overcome as well. So I'm not actually sure that it's a good thing that it happened.
Okay, Trudeau, so when you were in here and we were talking about that, I asked you, I said, hey, look, in the NBA, occasionally they will rescind a technical foul. Is there any way they can rescind a red card? And you said, no, not really. It really doesn't happen like that. And then fast forward, we know what happened
It happened once. It happened once in like the 60s for a Brazilian player. Yeah, that was it. I wasn't even aware of that, so I stand corrected.
So okay, but I don't think you do, because obviously it had been nearly 70 years since something like that had happened. I wish I had a craftier way to ask this. Is this just straight up shady? Is it just shady as hell?
No, there's no question about it. I mean, so there was another. If anyone was watching the England-Mexico game, which I think a lot of people were, it was an amazing game.
It was.
There was a red card that was pretty similar to the one that Balogun had, where the defender was absolutely not intending at all to get the attacking player, but he did have his cleats up, which by definition, by rule, is a red card. I don't think it should be. I think that was put in place 100 years ago when it just guys were getting injured much more and players didn't. It just was a different game. And to me, intent should have something to do with it, just like it does in the NBA. Like if a flagrant 1 versus a flagrant 2, the real difference is intent, right? So like why are we not giving the benefit of the doubt to a player that was clearly trying to get the ball? So that's the first part of it. And then fast forward to what you just said, it's like, how am I going to justify this to the rest of the world other than to say, thank you, we're happy we have our guy back, but also apologies, because if the shoe were on the other foot, we would be enraged if this would have happened to a Belgian player.
If this tournament were not being played in the United States, does the same decision get made?
I mean, that's hard to say also, but like and without diving into the politics of it, and we know that like the award that the president was given by FIFA, and in that conversation, who knows if that came up. So there's no, even as somebody that's clearly a United States partisan, a soccer nut that wants the USA to win, I really can't justify the decision at all. It's shady.
As for the game itself, how much does it help that this is on U.S. soil? Not just on U.S. soil, but in a place like Seattle where they are crazy for the sport. That's got to be a really good advantage for the U.S.
So, Marcus, it helps. Like, don't get me wrong, it helps, but just in the way that the Mexican crowd and the Mexican circumstance helped the Mexican energy yesterday, but it's not enough, right? Like, we saw the English quality, the talent Jude Bellingham had to score those first 2 goals, that Harry Kane had to be that cool under pressure and to stick the penalty in, and then the English defense, and so it's not enough to beat Belgium and to even like flip the scoreline that much. But obviously, you would rather take it than not. I'm glad it's great, but we can't have any sort of false sense of security. It's going to take a complete 90-minute two-way effort from the entire team.
So doing what we all do, being in talk radio, we're all victims of hyperbole, and it's kind of the residue of doing this. Even after the benefit of a few days now, that Argentina-Cape Verde game, Trudell, for me, and I haven't watched a ton, so the sample size is low. It's the greatest soccer match I've ever watched in my life, and I'm not so sure it isn't one of the greatest 5 sporting events I've ever seen in my life. Is that hyperbole, or was it that good?
This is a really interesting topic and way to frame it too, because like from a pure soccer standpoint, like I've seen more technical and more tactical games for sure. But what you don't have in most matchups, you don't have that underdog story that we can all get behind. So, like, this was the case of a number 16 seed truly pushing a number 1 with a defending champion who is the best player in college history, right? And even that's hard to contextualize because Messi's been doing this for 20 years now, and a college player only would have been doing it for, 3 max if he was a senior. But, like, all of those circumstances would have had to have been in play with the Cinderella, and then just the ridiculous level of skill that 16 seed had in getting it down to the death. I would say that the match itself, like, to me, I probably got a little bit more out of the Mexico-England game just because of the sheer tension and the torture of it. I never actually thought Argentina was going to lose that game. Like, even when Cape Verde blasted that absurd goal and everyone's going crazy, I'm like, okay, yeah, but they'd have to score again on Argentina. And if anything, even if this goes to penalties, I'm I'm favoring Argentina by 1 million. So I didn't quite have that full belief that they could win. So for me, that's probably different to somebody that to somebody else. But how did you experience that? Was it like the underdog thing that really drew you in, or the fact that it was against Messi, or what?
It was the underdog aspect for sure. It's the fact that Cape Verde has 500. That's the size of Tucson, Arizona. Okay, it is an incredible number when you think about it. And to your point, we've seen little guy hang around with big guy in every sport for a long time. And there's usually a moment where big guy catches little guy. You're like, dream's over. That's it. And that's what it felt like when Argentina scored that second goal. Like, okay, they just woke up from the dream. Here it comes. It's over. When they scored that second goal, to your point, I wasn't convinced that they couldn't win. I'm like, the universe is telling you that something weird is about to happen right now because that goal was not supposed to go in. They're not supposed to hang around like that. So for me, I kept waiting for the cool story is over. And that second one went in. At that point, I was not convinced that they were going to lose. I thought that they could win in PKs. They might pull another one out of their ear. I could not believe what I was seeing.
Yeah, and I think that's the element, right? That takes us in as viewers. It's just like a great if a great movie could do this, and I don't know how often one of those even comes out. Is it once every 20 years? Like where we're genuinely thrilled and surprised at the end of it, and that's maybe why not just the three of us, anybody listening loves sports to the level that we do, because it can provide for a moment like that more than anything else. And like I think that tonight's game, the USA might be a slight underdog, but it's not the same. It's not the same as Cape Verde. So that element is out of the tournament. But what we have instead is a bunch of heavyweights left. Like after we get through this, if the USA can manage to win, then it's Spain. And Spain is disgustingly good. And then on the other side of the bracket, it's France waiting for Spain if they can get past there. And then you still have Argentina, of course. You've got Colombia in a showdown game that like that one I think is kind of a pick'em. So you have all of these elements with England and Norway. Like it's just been flawless, other than the ticket prices, which I feel like I have to say every time. It's everything else about the Cup I think has been great, and like I think that this is the biggest soccer game in American history coming up in about 17 minutes.
For the U.S. to win tonight, who has to have a good? Is it as simple as saying Balogun has to go out and play well? Is there somebody else who really has to step up tonight for this team to win?
No, it's so I never go into like a soccer match thinking in the same way that I would for an NBA game or even like an NFL game where you can point to the quarterback to an extent. Like there isn't really one guy that can deliver this. Like the keeper has to have a great game. Pulisic has to make chances on his own. Balogun has to finish chances if he gets them. Tyler Adams has to disrupt everything that comes in the middle. And the outside backs have to be especially wary of a couple of Belgian wingers. Doku is the big one. When you see him check into the game, just know that I have gone down to my knees and have started to worry more because this guy is nasty. And so that means the U.S. outside backs and center backs have to be on guard. So it's all of it. It's everything tonight. If a single player doesn't play well, that could be the difference. So it really is going to take not just the 11 guys that start. It's going to take 5 subs as well.
Can we win this for Tim Howard for 2014?
Tim Howard. I mean, I love Tim Howard. He played for my club, Manchester United. I think that this would be a win for all of the American former players, no doubt, as it kind of builds upon itself. But man, I don't know if I sound nervous. I'm very nervous. I'm trying to talk myself into it, guys. But I'm going to be sitting there just with my eyes half covered for the whole game.
All right, I'm gonna ask you one more, and maybe this will help with the nerves a little bit. How did the new cooler work out on 4th of July?
Cooler was great. I'm glad. Like initially, I doubted it just a tad because it was a little smaller when I went in to pack it than I expected. But then when I considered that had I gotten the bigger one and all of the walking that I would have had to do, yep. I think that you're right. I think that I got the proper size cooler. Everything stayed super chilled. You were correct. It was a great gift by my wife. Thank you, Annie.
Yeah, she nailed it. She got him a Yeti, one of the carry ones.
Awesome.
Yeah, you can't beat it. Like when somebody else has something wonderful happen in their life and you're happy for them. That was me for Trudell when I found out he got that Yeti cooler. All right, try to stay sane for the next couple of hours, and we'll see you on Friday or Thursday.
All right, fellas.
Yeah.
Thursday, yep.
You got it.
Yep.
All right. That's good. That makes me feel better.
Yeah.
That we got, there is no explanation for what happened. It's just he's back. It's shady, and I guess that shadiness works in our advantage.
It works. You know what? Let's play the game. Let's see what happens. Because in the end, there's no guarantee that the U.S. wins because they got him back.
If he scores like the game-winning goal, can you imagine being in Belgium and seeing that go down like that?
Oh, no more waffles for us.
Chocolates, either.
Chocolates, none of it.
All right, we got tip or no tip coming up next. DeMarco is out. Marcus is in. It's DeMarco and Travis. ESPN LA, and 4th of July. What's better on the 4th of July than driving a Chevy Silverado? The answer is absolutely nothing, right? You can put that cooler in there. You can put your grill in there. You can go to the beach. You can go to the campsite. You can do all of that stuff. And that's what I've been doing for the last several years because I got my Chevy Silverado at Rotolo Chevrolet. Incredible trucks, incredible cars and trucks down the entire Chevy line. And Rotolo Chevrolet is the place that you're going to go. Not just because they have the Silverados and everything else, not just because they have incredible pricing, which they do. It's that special touch at Rotolo of customer service that has won them Dealer of the Year 14 years in a row. That's how good Rotolo Chevrolet is. We talk about dynasties and all these other sports. Nobody's won 14 in a row that I can remember. Rotolo Chevrolet has done it because Mike Capozio insists on it. That's how he sets the bar every single day, making sure that it's courteous, transparent, upfront. You're going to walk into Rotolo and you're going to feel great about your new purchase from Rotolo Chevrolet. Right off the 210 freeway, Sierra Avenue exit. You can't miss it. Sea of Silverados. And if you're thinking, awesome, Trav, but I don't live in Fontana. I don't live on the 909. I'm not on the east side of town. No problem. RotoloChevy.com. ROTOLO. RotoloChevy.com. And whether you go in or go online, make sure they know that Travis sent you in to Rotolo Chevrolet.
It's time for your Valvoline Instant Oil Change Summer of Soccer update. Here's Mario Ruiz.
The 2026 FIFA World Cup is down to its final host nation. Canada's historic run came to an end in the round of 16, while Mexico was knocked out by England in front of a stunned crowd at the legendary Estadio Azteca. Now the hopes of the host nations lies on the shoulders of the United States. The U.S. men's national team takes on Belgium today in Seattle, with a place in the quarterfinals on the line. The Americans did receive good news ahead of their big match. FIFA has suspended Flo Balogun's red card from the last round, making the star striker available for today's battle versus Belgium. It's do or die from here, and the U.S. will need its best performance yet against a talented Belgium side.
And that's your Valvoline Instant Oil Change Summer of Soccer update. Valvoline Instant Oil Change, home of the 15-minute drive-through oil change. From kickoff to the final whistle, performance matters. Keep your vehicle running strong. Visit SoCalOilChange.com for a special offer and locations near you.
Hey guys, it's Cappy, and I'm here with Angelica from Angelica's Insurance, and you can feel it already. The energy, the passion, the entire world coming together for soccer's biggest stage.
Yes, Cappy, we're big soccer fans at Angelica's, and just like your favorite team needs the right defense, you need the right protection too. At Angelica's Insurance, getting families and businesses the best coverage is always our goal. In English y en español.
And that's who Angelica's Insurance is. Call us or visit us, angelicas-ins.com. That's angelicas-ins.com.
When's the last time payroll was the easy part of your week? With Gusto, it can be. Gusto is the all-in-one platform designed to take the hassle out of managing your team, from payroll and compliance to hiring, onboarding, and more. With Gusto, you can get back 2 full days each month with all the time you have saved. Go to gusto.com today and learn why over 500,000 small businesses choose Gusto. That's Gusto.com. Gusto.com.
In the military, the mission was clear. You knew what to do. Now, the mission has changed. Stepping into civilian life isn't about finding a job. It's finding your purpose.
I wanted a career that would leverage the skills and discipline I gained in the military. IT just felt right.
My Computer Career offers class schedules that fit into your life and skills in high demand. Put your VA benefits to work. Visit mycomputercareer.edu/CWP to jumpstart your IT career today. An Elite CompTIA certification partner. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
It's around 4:45 in the Southland on the DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show. You know what that means. It's time for Tip or No Tip, presented by attorney Big Al.
Tip or No Tip
with producer Laura.
Turn up.
Tip or no tip, presented by Attorney Big Al. If you get in an accident, tip the scale in your favor. Make Big Al your first call. Don't go at it alone. Call 1-800-HURT-123. That's 1-800-HURT-123. Or visit attorneybigalca.com. Tip or no tip time with Producer Laura. And sitting in today for Producer Laura, here's Producer Funches.
He's here.
I'm here. I'm here. I'll be my last day because Laura will be back tomorrow. So
Get out.
yeah, get out. Get out, Funky. Today, the first thing I saw when I opened my social media today was that McDonald's was giving out a free cup, a free World Cup cup if you spend $7 a day.
Okay.
And you also can get the cup if you buy a combo. So today I went to go buy a combo and I got 2 cups. And I've been collecting these and
Oh, these are the ones with the players on them.
Yes.
Okay.
So I got David Beckham already.
Oh, don't tell Jorge. He might come and steal it from you.
Well, look at this. Juan Odino.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Do you have that one?
I do not.
Okay, so you're completing your set.
I'm completing my set. And then who's the other guy?
What combo did you get, just out of curiosity?
Oh, I'll tell you. I got a 10-piece chicken nugget.
Ooh.
And get this, Travis. It comes with Big Mac sauce now.
Isn't that just like Thousand Island?
Yeah. I don't care what it is, dude. It's magic
I was literally
sauce.
going to ask you what kind of sauce you got, like honey mustard,
No.
barbecue
Sweet
sauce.
sour.
Now with the World Cup, they give you Big Mac sauce. Has
Sure.
a dipping sauce.
Yeah,
I'm in.
Great.
Okay.
Wonderful.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh my
No,
God!
I'm
I
not
got
in
Grimace.
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 Wait, Grimace.
Sweet.
Is Grimace a soccer player?
Grimace
No.
is not a soccer
Grimace
player.
is the purple guy.
Just the big purple guy. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, that guy.
But tip or no tip, you got into a fast food restaurant or gone to an extreme for a souvenir cup?
An extreme, no tip. I would have gone to an extreme for one. So you know how you go to baseball games now and you get the soft serve ice cream in the little helmets?
Yeah.
Now you go and it's just pretty much they just sell you the home team.
Yeah.
But as a kid, I would go to ball games and they would have every team there.
Yes.
And so I would try to go, I would walk around the stadium to the
See
different soft serve stations to see which helmets were there, so I could complete the set. The Expos were the hardest ones to find. I could not find an Expos helmet anywhere as a kid.
And that's a great helmet,
It's
too.
a great helmet. I could never find that one.
I know exactly what you're talking about. And it was kind of the luck of the draw.
Yeah.
Like you just, whatever the guy turned around, he'd pull the ice cream and put it in the helmet.
Sometimes as a kid, I tried to hey, can I get, whatever.
If
but
the guy was cool, maybe.
Yeah.
But if the guy was in a bad mood, you're getting the Seattle Mariners, whether you want them or not.
Right.
It's just, I do remember trying to hunt those down. And you may be old enough to remember this, maybe not. Remember at the grocery store, they had those gumball machines where you put in a quarter, and you turn and a football helmet would drop out.
Yes.
And I wanted to get at the time, I think it was 26 NFL teams. I wanted to get all 26 of the NFL teams, and you'd end up getting 14 Cincinnati Bengals.
Yeah,
you could never get the
course.
Cowboys.
Yeah.
You could never get them. So that's when I told DeAndre this story yesterday. Because Jorge is also collecting those cups that Funches was talking about.
I know, and I got a Beckham. I'm going to give it to him.
When 1992, so I guess I was still in college at this point, was the Dream Team.
Oh my God!
Okay.
Right?
Yes.
Do you remember the cups?
Of course I do.
Okay.
Of course I do.
So McDonald's issued of all 12 guys on the team the Dream Team cups. Well, I wanted all 12 players, and I'd gotten everybody with the exception of David Robinson. I could not.
I think I got that one too.
A David Robinson. My wife and girlfriend at the time, wife now, are driving back from Las Vegas. We went and took a long weekend or whatever. And I think we stopped at 3 or 4 different McDonald's between Las Vegas and our home, going through the drive-thru and just buying a Coke, hoping to get David Robinson. And I'm like, she's going to break up with me for sure. There's no way she would actually find this big of a nerd attractive, but she's still there. Never got David Robinson and missed my complete
I feel
set.
like you got 4 Christian Leitners or something.
Leitner, and oddly enough, the really popular ones like Magic and Bird, they were just one after the next. It was Robinson was kind of neither the worst player on the team or the most famous, just right in the middle. I could never get the Admiral.
All right, guys. You guys know who John Oliver is, right?
Sure.
Yes. The comedian on HBO. He has his own show or whatever. So he just started a 3-episode guest arc on General Hospital.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
As a guy, he's going to be playing a character, blah, blah, blah. I guess a few months ago, Oliver pleaded with General Hospital after seeing Stephen A. Smith.
Yeah.
I was going to
guest
ask,
star
is this
and Mark
connected to that
Schlereth.
at
Remember
all?
Mark Schlereth too on the show?
Yeah.
Yes. So he saw these people on the show and he was begging the producers to get him a spot on the show, and it finally happened this week. And I guess he's playing some kind of random weird character that has a gun or is trying to.
Oh, so it's dramatic?
It's like a dramatic role.
Okay.
Yes. But he's doing with a smile on his face because I saw like maybe 10 seconds of it online or whatever, and it just looked funny and whatever. But anyway, tip or no tip, you would guest star on one of your favorite shows.
Oh,
Sure.
for
Yeah.
sure.
And what show would
Absolutely.
that be?
What would you pick? I know what I'd pick first.
The first one that comes to mind is like Severance.
Oh,
Just to
need to watch that show.
like maybe that if I do it right, I can get 2 roles. I can be the innie and the outie, and I can get like a double role or something like that. But like, I just think it's a weird, fun show. That's probably the one that.
Can
that
you
I
act?
I think I can.
Yeah.
But I guess that's not. I guess that's not totally for me to say, right?
It's much harder than it looks.
Yes.
It's incredibly difficult to do it and make it sound right. I would love to be an animated character in The Simpsons.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
wow,
and,
yes.
and
Yeah.
do the voice, get to do your own voice. But I always thought that would be an amazing thing to just, play a radio host or whatever it would be, to just be a guest voice on The Simpsons and be animated.
Yeah,
would be
that'd be very
unbelievable.
cool.
Yeah.
DeAndre?
Power. I think I'll make a good.
Oh, look at you.
Yeah, I
What,
think
you be a
I,
gangster?
What's your role?
Okay, look, man. I think I'll be a good addition to a member of a crew. You know what I mean? I think I'll keep quiet. I think I'll be a good
You be
security
muscle?
guard. I'll be the muscle. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll
There you
keep
go.
quiet. I want to stay out of business.
But you gotta
whatever-
have a scene where you fight somebody.
Yeah, and
Okay.
I'll be able to handle my
You
own.
gonna draw?
I want to be
Or
the
you
guy.
gonna-
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm going to be the guy that doesn't need the draw. Just,
Okay.
Yeah, hands first. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
all right.
If I'm going to be on a show, it would be Law and Order SUV.
But like, as like the dead body.
Yeah,
Or-
a dead body. Yeah, or even a guy that's been accused of whatever.
You
You
know
know
what's fun? I actually know a guy who was an extra. I think he was a dead body on either one of those shows or maybe on Dexter. I think. But he was,
wow,
He was
really?
he was a body in the morgue. That was his.
Just
that was
laying
his-
there.
Just laying there.
Don't breathe,
Or-
Harvey.
No.
Yeah.
Under-
Or
under
maybe
sheet.
like Game of Thrones or House of Dragon, like one of those guys.
I've got the role for you on SVU.
What's that?
You're the guy in the McDonald's who says the pithy remark after the cop comes in, like, there's a big dust up at the fast food restaurant. That's your jam.
Yeah.
Right? And then they say, did anybody see anything? And you walk over and you deliver the one-liner like, yeah, he didn't get fries with that. Or something like that.
Yes.
Right?
Oh, my God, I love that. I
That's
love
how
that.
that would be your role.
That's it.
I
Yeah.
love that. I would really love that. Please, NBC, if you're listening, please cast me on your show.
And it needs to be SVU, right? And you
Yes.
want to do a scene with Mariska Hargitay.
Of course I do.
Okay,
Oh
good.
my goodness.
So
Yes,
we're on
yes,
the
yes.
same page.
And lastly, I do have a show. We were talking about this in a break, watching ahead of your mate. Watching shows. You're watching a show with your wife, your girlfriend, and you can't wait. You want to watch 3 episodes ahead. I do have a show like that. Have you guys seen Spider Noir on
Yes,
Amazon?
I'm like 3 episodes
Yeah,
into it.
so my
Yes.
wife was really gung-ho about starting it. She saw it. As we watched the first episode, she was really excited about it, blah, blah, blah. And then we haven't seen it for like 3 weeks. And then all of a sudden, like, I started watching it. She got mad at me. Right?
Okay, now, one, I will tend to it, but 3, there seems to be a statute of limitation. Right?
Yes,
Like
yes.
3
Okay,
weeks,
tip or no tip? You guys watch ahead of your mates.
I generally will not. But if it were to go that long, then yeah, like if you wait 3 weeks, that says to me that you're not really into it. I'm going to keep going.
I do not. Like, if Susan says to me, hey, let's watch this show together, fine. I will wait for you. I watch TV, don't get me, but I don't watch a ton of TV. Like, I can find other things. I'll stare at my phone for 3 hours instead. It's all good. But I also don't care if you want to go ahead of me. It doesn't bother me at all. Like, for instance, what's this, Love Island? Is that what we were talking about? Like, let's, in an alternate universe where I, too, am one of you people and watching the Love Island religiously, and she says, hey, I'm going to watch. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
I'll either just pull the plug and stop watching it, or I'll catch up on my own time. I don't care if you go ahead, but
Right.
she deeply cares if I watch it.
My wife did it to me this weekend, though. You know the show Shrinking on Apple?
Yeah.
With Harrison
Harrison
Ford
Ford,
and
yeah.
whatever, yes. We haven't watched it in whatever. We watched it together, and all of a sudden, I wake up Sunday morning, she's watching like 3 or 4 episodes. I'm like, what the hell?
You were bothered by it?
Yes, I was, because I thought this was our thing and whatever. And then I'm just like,
Okay,
you know.
so this isn't exactly that, but I was watching Friends and Neighbors, okay, the John Hamm on Apple.
Yeah.
And we didn't watch it together. I just was home one day and just kind of, I think it started because somebody in here had said, oh, it's really good. I like John Hamm. I think he's fun to watch. And I'm like, oh, I'm going to turn it on. I ended up watching an episode, liked the show, and just kind of watched season 1 when Susan was at work. Susan's schedule, she starts early in the morning. I do not. I watch a little TV sometimes in the mid-morning or whatever, and I just picked off an episode here or there and watched the series. Didn't say anything to her, just watched the show. Like it was not, there was no grand plan. And she comes home from work one day and goes, hey, you know what we should watch? Friends and Neighbors. I know you like Jan Hemming. I say, oh, I've already seen it. It was like I'd been running around behind her back. I'm like, what do you mean you've already seen it? I'm like, I've already seen it. She goes, when do you watch it? I'm like, well, just when I'm home by myself. Like, oh, you're not supposed. I'm like, whoa, like I just watched the TV show. What's going on here? Like I don't even understand. I didn't even know you wanted to watch it.
Yeah. No, the other thing that I will do though, like sometimes what happens is we'll watch a show, she'll fall asleep like halfway through.
Uh-huh.
I'll at least finish the I'll finish the episode.
Does she get mad at you when you say to her, hey, you're asleep, should we pause this and start it another day? Like Susan, like when she falls asleep in everything we watch, okay? And I'm like, hey, let's turn this off. Let's, like whatever. No, I'm not asleep. I'm like, you are asleep. Like you are not
You're literally
out
snoring.
in the chair. Yes, like what? I'm not accusing you of like stealing money or anything. You just fell asleep. It's fine. Like we're all good. No, I'm not asleep. I heard everything. I'm like, what happened? I'm like, well, they just told you who killed the guy. What do you mean? I missed it. I fell asleep for 5. Like, what are we doing here?
I get the falls asleep, wakes up. Hey, wait, can you rewind that?
Yeah.
Like, so we rewind it, and then she's immediately asleep again, like as soon as she hits play. And I'm like, oh, come on. So then eventually I will just finish the episode. I was like, yeah, I finished it. Like, I can either tell you what happened or I can wait for you to go back and like watch it. But like, yeah, that's what happened.
All right, USA Belgium is underway. We're in the first minute. We got a little corner coming up right here. We'll keep you up to speed on everything there, and hopefully Trudell is still in one piece.
Tip or No Tip is brought to you by my guy, attorney Big Al. If you get in an accident, tip the scale in your favor. Make Big Al your first call. Don't go at it alone. Call 1-800-HURT-123 or visit attorneybigalca.com.
All right, Shohei Ohtani celebrated a birthday yesterday, and he's entering that phase of his life where he's not an old player, but he's not even close to a young player anymore. We'll get into it next. It's DeMarco and Trav. Marcus is here on a Monday on 710 ESPN.
The home of Rams football, and now the home of The Rich Eisen Show. Weekdays 9 a.m. to noon, KSPN Los Angeles, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
Mason and Ireland, the OGs of LA sports talk.
We went to Ralph's and got the cake. Now, you wouldn't normally get cake from the Ralph's.
I have a great Ralph's right by my house.
You can do a photo on top of the cake in icing. So
you know how I know that?
How?
Because of your birthday party 4 or 5 years ago when there was a giant picture of your face.
Yeah.
When it was supposed to be you, Lisa, and Amanda all celebrating a birthday.
That is true.
Mason and Ireland, weekdays at noon on 710 ESPN, the ESPN LA app, and on YouTube.
Red card penalty. Score big with Waba Grill's new red card combo for a limited time. A mini sweet and spicy chicken bowl, 3-piece chili crisp dumplings, and a side of Wablaze sauce for that extra heat. Then kick it up a notch with our new Penalty Punch, a premium beverage loaded with sweet mango popping boba. It's a flavor finish that hits the back of the neck. Get the red card combo for $9.99. Only at Waba Grill.
Join ESPN LA Friday, July 10th at Hollywood Park Casino for a live broadcast tailgate party from 7 to 10 a.m. with the Sedano and Cap Morning Show as we get ready to cheer on the quarterfinal final World Cup game at SoFi. For more info, go to playhpc.com or follow us at playhpc. Must be 21 plus to enter. Problem gambling, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Tired of watching life from the bench? It's time to get in the game. Globe Life is looking for people who want more than just a job. Set your own schedule and help families protect what matters most. No experience? No problem. Training is provided, and you don't need anything to get started. It's not a desk job, it's a shot at building your legacy on your own terms. Your road to the championship starts at GlobeLifeCareers.com. Globe Life, official life insurance of the Los Angeles Lakers.
Prizes, flyaways, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting ESPNLAcontests.com.
That's ESPNLAcontests.com.
It's DeMarco Farr and Travis Rogers.
I can't dance at all. What did you call it, Funchy? The Caucasian two-step. Yes, that's what I got. I got
What's
this.
the Caucasian two-step? The white man's overbite?
Yeah, yes, I got that too.
Afternoons with DeMarco and Travis rolls on. Back to the guys.
0-0, USA, Belgium in the 4th minute in Seattle. So far, it looks like Belgium has controlled most of the play so far, save from the U.S. keeper. Holy smoke!
Yeah, Matt Freese they've got a couple shots in the first 2 minutes of the game.
The way that they shoot these games is really good.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're slow mo. They always have the camera in the right place, and I'm sure there's 500 cameras on this game, but you don't really miss things very often. It's really well produced.
Yeah, I mean, between the slow-mo shots and the cameraman trying to find the most attractive women from each country that they can find.
Kind of hard to miss.
Right.
Or either that or they've got really good scouts.
Right.
Like they're out there, they're finding some very, very good people. How many tacos did you eat yesterday at our Mexico watch party, DeAndre?
At least 8.
8?
Yeah, and then I had the one with the tortilla and then the cheese and threw some carne asada on top.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He was getting special
Did
orders.
some damage, yeah, for sure.
And
then,
a dog.
Yeah, bacon wrapped dog.
And a burger?
And a burger.
Wow. Put in some work.
8. And by the way, these weren't 2-bite tacos. These were what, 3-bite tacos?
Yeah, easily.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
That's some work, man.
Just a little bit of cilantro, a little bit of onion, a little bit of some salsa on there, too. Ooh.
Good street taco does not need cheese.
I couldn't agree more.
Just a little cilantro, a little onion, maybe squeeze a lime on it. Yeah.
Yep.
That's it. You're good to go.
Red or green sauce?
Green for me.
Green for me.
I'm green.
Wow, I'm red.
Yeah.
I like red.
Yeah. Look, if all that's there is red, I'm perfectly
sometimes
pleased.
I'm not going to complain.
Yeah, sometimes green is more spicier.
This is going to sound ridiculous, but it was the most impressive. So the way we were set up at the watch party yesterday was the TV was not dead in the center of where it was. It was more towards the left side, and the beer was all the way to the left side.
Mm-hmm.
So there were more people to the right of the TV than there were directly in front of it and near where the beer was. But about every 10 minutes or so, whoever was at the far left edge of the line would say, "Who needs a beer?" Hands would go up, and it was like the perfect little, ballpark you pass the beer down.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It was the most well-oiled machine I've ever seen in my life.
That.
Nobody had an empty beer for more than 5 seconds at that party yesterday.
By the way, Trav was he was obsessed with the cooler as well.
Was it another Yeti?
It wasn't a Yeti, but it was one of those cool ones that's kind of built in on a stand that's really, really good. It had a good lid that closes nice and tight. So
it keeps everything cold.
It keeps everything cold.
Mm-hmm.
And whoever set that up knew exactly what they were doing because they added just the right amount of water to get the ice to melt just a hair because liquid covering the bottle will cool it quicker than the ice itself will because it touches all parts of the bottle. And so you go down to the bottom of that cooler and it's so cold you can barely leave your hand in there and you pull it up.
Nice.
Had a well-oiled machine going on there. It was awesome.
It was good. Dragged my oldest son along, and he's like, "Those guys are really cool." I'm like, "No, just they're all right. All right, let's not give him too much credit along the way." Shohei celebrated his 32nd birthday yesterday. We're starting to see, I think, as a Dodger at least, the first teeny tiny, and they're teeny tiny little signs of he's not superhuman. He's got the blister. He's got the knee. He's got the bicep thing. And his performance on the mound, while still exceptionally good, is not the best we've seen from him. And you can't help but wonder, A, how long can he be a two-way guy? And B, how long will he be Shohei Ohtani?
Yeah, so I think those two things are sort of intertwined because I think if you're talking about if he insists on being the two-way guy, I think you get this version of Shohei maybe 2-3 more years.
The double duty Shohei.
The double duty Shohei. But then, even when the decline happens, it'll be sort of like what we said about LeBron for all these years, right? Where he's not as great.
Belgium just scored. Not sure if it was onside or not, but we'll see.
They seem to be celebrating like they have been pressuring the whole time.
Yes.
Looks like it stands.
Yeah. Can we get Johnny Infantino on the phone and see if they can take that off the board?
Can you rescind that goal? Is there like an Article 23 or something like that takes that down? A lot of silence in Seattle.
Quick goal. Now. 8th minute. Is that 8?
10th minute.
10th minute. Okay.
So, but yeah, I think 2 or 3 more years. I think it's like what we said with LeBron though, where he was not as good as he used to be, but still way better than a lot of other guys in the league. And I think that's what you're going to get with Shohei. I think if you're talking about him just deciding, okay, I'm done pitching. I'm just going to be a hitter. I think you extend that out 5-6 years that you start to see before the decline really happens.
Yeah, I don't know if there's not some, and it would be very specific set of circumstances because the lineup would get very complicated. We saw it happen once so far this year. If there isn't some sort of closer option in his life later on, where he's your designated hitter night in and night out, but he doesn't become, maybe not every night because of the lineup that would have to, but a very strategic deployment of a sticky situation guy. Like maybe you still have your closer in the ninth inning, but that arm 3 innings a week as opposed to 1 start a week would be very interesting to me.
Yeah. But I think you hit on what the sticking point is if you have him as a DH, then, how do you
lose it when he goes into pitch.
You lose him when he goes into pitch, but also, how does he get time to go warm up? If you need him in the bullpen, hey, if he's coming up this inning, but we also need you in the bottom of the ninth, when do you have time to get out to the bullpen? So there are logistic reasons that I think make that hard, but I do think at some point he's not going to be a starter forever. It just is not going to work.
No, you're already starting to see it. And look, this era of Dodger baseball is as good as any Dodger fan has ever seen, right? You're talking about 5 World Series in a 10-year window. You're talking about 3 World Series titles. They might get a 4th this year. It's just, you really couldn't ask for more. And unfortunately, it's not going to last forever. All of this stuff, guys are going to get older. Guys are going to leave. They're going to, and I hope I'm wrong about this, but there's going to be another Kyle Tucker signing where you give a guy a bunch of money and he's not very good. There's going to be, they've been so fortunate. They gave all the money to Freddie. He's been awesome. You give all the money to Mookie. He's been awesome. Ohtani, Yamamoto, they really haven't missed until Tucker. And by the way, that the jury's not in on that either. There's still a ton of time to go. But as it starts to happen, and while but let me back up a little bit. Before it has happened, the Dodgers have more than enough pitching to survive Shohei just being the best offensive player on your team. That if you just snapped your fingers and said he's just going to go be a DH every day, the Dodger machine has a slight hiccup, but not much of one.
No.
I don't think the odds in the World Series or any of that kind of stuff changes.
No, not at all. I look at this year. He came into this year with the goal of trying to win a Cy Young award. He may just have to settle for an MVP. Like that's what we're looking at with Shohei. Like, hey man, the Cy Young, in a year where National League pitching is as deep as I've ever seen, you've got Sanchez and Mizorowski and all these other guys. I mean, even Yamamoto, right, has gotten himself back into the conversation.
Yeah, sure.
Shohei, hey, I don't know, maybe you're just going to win an MVP. That's all.
Do you think he would look at it as this is so stupid to even ask out loud, but because he's so different than everyone else, will he look at, like, if he has to at some point in his life just hit, does he look at that as some bizarre form of failure? Like,
probably.
That I can't do both anymore. Never mind that he's the only one that's ever done it like this
right.
ever, or at least since Ruth did it 100 million years ago. But that, oh man, like I'm not doing what I can do to help my team because all I do is hit 50 home runs a year.
Yeah, I'm sure. All the stories you hear about him actually have said that he prefers pitching, that he thinks of himself as a pitcher first. And like the hitting is just one little side quest that he has gone on in his life. So yeah, if he has to sort of give that up, I'm sure he's going to look at that as a major disappointment that like now I'm only a one-way player. I'm only helping you guys every day, 3 to 4 times a ball game as opposed to, pitching for 6 innings.
Knocking on wood right here, but he's going to win the MVP unless something very unforeseen happens. He's going to win the MVP. That will make 5. That will make 4 in a row. Only Barry Bonds has more than 5 MVPs. He has 7. Does he catch Bonds? Because if he's a two-way guy again next year, even if he's let's just say he has the same pitching impact that Emmett Sheehan has, okay? And it will be better than that because he's better than Emmett Sheehan. But let's just say, for the sake of the conversation, that his pitching impact is Emmett Sheehan and he's Ohtani. He's the MVP again. Like there is no argument that there's a more valuable player than Emmett Sheehan plus Shohei Ohtani.
Right.
Do you think he catches Bonds?
I think so, but I also think there's going to be a year or two in there where the voters get Shohei fatigue.
Okay.
I think that becomes a thing where if there's somebody else who just has, I mean, it's going to be a one-way player, obviously, but if somebody who has just a phenomenal season, right? If like an Aaron Judge type offensive season in the National League, just one of these record-setting sort of years, somebody hits 65 home runs and a ridiculous OPS, I think the voters will get Shohei fatigue and they say, you know what, let's give it to so-and-so because he's having an amazing, Shohei's being Shohei, this guy's being Shohei plus.
I think you're right. I agree with you. The reason Bonds has 7 and not 10 is exactly what you just laid out because he should have more than 7. But let's say somebody hits 65 home runs and has an OPS of 1,100, which is, crazy. Is that more valuable than a guy that's got an OPS of 1,000 and pitches 100 innings?
No, it's not. I mean, somebody once said, imagine if you had told the 90s version of me that we would one day have John Smoltz and Barry Bonds, and that would be the same person. Like, that's kind of what you're looking at right now. But no, it's not. I mean, even if Shohei as the pitcher were just a league average pitcher, but still the same hitter, no, that's not more valuable than that.
I've brought this up before. Like, I'm not so sure. Pretend Shohei Ohtani doesn't exist. We've never seen him, but the next guy that shows up is a combination of Tony Gonsolin and Chris Taylor. Okay,
like, that's pretty amazing.
That's the MVP of the league.
That's pretty amazing.
That is the MVP of the league,
Right.
and you can't convince me otherwise because you're doing two. It's like you get an extra player on your roster. Everybody else is playing with 26. We get to play with 27 because he can do both and survive at both.
Yeah.
Is he an all? I know Chris Taylor and Tony Gonsolin were all stars. I think once each, but that's crazy.
Yes.
He's Smoltz and Bonds,
right?
Not Taylor and Gonsolin.
No, I mean the fact that the league's best hitter and the league's best pitcher, or at least, the top 2 or 3 in each of those categories resides in the same person. It's mind-boggling, right? Like I don't think we ever considered the possibility of something like that happening. I mean, you hear about Babe Ruth being a pitcher and a hitter. He was a pitcher for a relatively short amount of his career. It was an okay pitcher.
Yeah.
We never considered that this would ever happen again.
No, Look, I'm going to do a thing I'm very reluctant to do. I'm going to give the Angels a lot of credit, okay? They were kind of the only team that was 100% on board with go try both. The other teams were like, we're going to get there, but let's pick hitting or let's pick pitching. Let's get you set up in this league. You've never played in this league. Let's get you set up here, and then we're going to try to introduce the other. And the Angels were like, come on in and try both.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they hadn't done that if whoever, let's just say he goes to the Mariners, okay? And they want him to be a slugger. Well, if you got a guy that's hitting 50 home runs a year, I'm not taking him. What are we doing? No, we're not going to add something to this. Just let him continue to hit 50 home runs. And the Ruth thing always bothers me. This is not the same sport that Babe Ruth was playing.
No.
This is against the same. Shohei Ohtani is competing against the world. Babe Ruth is competing against white guys from the East Coast.
Right.
Okay, it's a different. The level of competition is very different.
I mean, I'll be honest with you. I remember the first couple of years when he was pitching in Anaheim. It wasn't particularly great at first. It took a while to kind of. I do remember saying a couple years in, like, I don't know, maybe he should just be a hitter. Maybe he should just be a hitter. Like, I don't know if the pitching thing's going to work out. Then he had the surgery and he came back and all of a sudden just took off. And I was like, okay, well, I look like an idiot. But,
Well, do you remember when he first showed up in spring training in the very first year? He couldn't hit.
Yeah.
Like, it was like everyone's like, okay, look, he's a pitcher. Like, he can't hit at all. And then, well, like you said, we were all looked like idiots.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, just and to your credit, to your point, the Angels, give them credit. Now, some of it might be because, hey, we're the Angels. What do we have to lose?
I guess.
Let's just do it. Like, we got nothing to lose here. If this works, then it's great. If it doesn't work, then hey, so what?
The summer of soccer is here, and Rock and Brews is your headquarters for every match. Catch all the action on massive LED screens with game day food and drink specials and an unbeatable atmosphere. Bring your crew and cheer on your favorite team at Rock and Brews. Visit rockandbrews.com for your nearest location. We are in the, help me out here, Marcus, I can't see, 20th minute now?
Yeah, 20th minute now.
20th minute now, 1-0 Belgium. They scored relatively early in the game, and from paying attention to what you're saying, I'm trying to think about it. I'm watching this with one eye and half a brain. I feel like Belgium's had the ball the entire game.
They're pretty much dominating possession in this game right now. We are kind of a mess.
All right. Yeah, I mean, I don't think I've seen the ball on the other end of the field yet.
Briefly once, but yeah, this has been pretty much Belgian domination from the beginning. We can't really maintain possession, and we haven't really had much of an opportunity yet.
And not for the incredible save from our keeper earlier, this could be 2-0.
Yeah,
easily,
very easily. Still might be because Belgium has been very aggressive.
Yeah,
so
they're. We were talking about this during the break. The players didn't do it, but USA Soccer is going to be the recipient of the wrath of the sports gods. They don't like stuff like this. The corrupt governing bodies of different things can go do whatever they want, but the universe will tend to sort things out, and I'm not so sure this might not be one of those times.
This might be soccer's version of ball don't lie.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. Rui Hachimura is a Los Angeles Clipper. You surprised?
A little bit, yeah. I thought he was going to be one of those pieces that stuck around. Again, I came into this offseason thinking, okay, LeBron obviously, whether he stays or goes, is going to dictate how the season or how the offseason goes. But I really thought that we'd see several of the key pieces back, and I thought Rui was one of those key pieces, that he's a guy that in the playoffs was probably their second best player.
Oh, yeah.
Certainly in the first round. But even during the regular season, can provide you quality minutes, can be a good shooter. Just does a lot of things. And it's like a guy that you can use. So to see him not come back definitely surprises me.
What surprised me too, Marcus, was that it wasn't a blockbuster deal. It's 2 years at $28 million, which in the NBA is kind of, it's nice money, but it's not crazy money. Right. That's certainly something that feels like the Lakers could have figured out a way to slide him in had they wanted to do that. It sounds like not only did he want to stay in Los Angeles, but he wanted to stay on the Los Angeles Lakers. Of all of the guys that were kind of coming and going, and we've seen, DeAndre Ayton is now gone, and Marcus Smart is gone, and Luke Kennard is gone. We know LeBron James is going to go wherever he ends up going. Rui seemed to be the one that fit in pretty good with what they're doing. I was a little surprised to see that.
Yeah, very surprised to see that. Again, I just thought he kind of gave them an extra shooting, which is something they definitely needed. So yeah, I mean, look, we'll see what happens with the Clippers, but I don't know. I feel like this roster right now for the Lakers, I know they're not done. It's very much an unknown. It's, I can't sit here and tell you what I think they're going to be because I really truly don't know.
I don't either. But here's what I think the results are going to be about the same. Mm-hmm. I think they will be a good team. I don't think that they will be a great team. I think Luka will be great. I think Austin Reeves will be pretty good. And I think they will win something around 45 or 50 games.
They're still missing they're still missing the wing defender.
Okay.
I mean, you look at
But last year's team had holes too, right?
Yeah, but at least you still had a guy in Marcus Smart who took pride in the end of the basketball court and held a lot of those responsibilities. So heading into this season, you look at what their roster is looking like right now. They have nobody that can defend the basketball on the perimeter.
Do you think they're going to be worse than they were a year ago?
I think they're going to be a little bit worse if they don't make a move as far as help out in that perimeter defense. They're missing another wing guy. They don't have another backup center. But by the way, giving up DeAndre Ayton and giving up Jackson Hayes, who's your backup center right now? So you're telling me Walker Kessler is going to be reliable on that? As far as how the roster's looking right now, they still have a lot of holes to fulfill, man.
I don't disagree with you. But I think that the floor is pretty high with Luka and Reeves and Kessler. Assuming Kessler plays, I think that the weaknesses that they have, I'm with you. I think they exist. But I think that as long as you have Luka and Reeves and if Kessler's healthy, you're not going to be a bad team. What I'm most excited about is that it's different. that it's different. That for the first time in, I don't want to say 8 years because we weren't on the LeBron treadmill for 8 years as far as like, man, all right, enough already. But at least for the last couple, it's like, can we try something new, man? Can we at least get a new look at this? And this is a totally different look. It's Luka, Reeves, and a bunch of guys that we're going to be like, tell me that guy's name again. Like, you're going to have to get to know these guys over the course of the early part of the season.
Yeah, buy a program right. Night one so you can figure out. Yeah, I mean, you're right. I think they were sort of running in place, which – I know we've been saying for a while this is the biggest offseason they were going to have in some time. And I guess I'm still caught off guard because I didn't expect a full retooling of the roster. I thought they would try to maybe put a Band-Aid here, fix a piece there. But I like your point earlier when you said, like, this feels like Rob Pelinka's big swing. We'll see what happens.
I don't think he had much of a choice, right? I think it's one of those they obviously weren't going to blow him out. But it's also, you got to show us a little bit of something that the guys that are now in charge are used to winning. They're used to doing things collaboratively. They're used to doing things with a lot of smart people weighing in with a lot of good ideas. Rob was a one-man band for the most part, right? We've always talked about how their analytics department was smaller. Their scouting department was smaller. Like, this was something that was done with Rob's vision, and Rob's vision seemed to be, for the most part, let me see the biggest name available. Let me fire the coach. That was kind of the game plan. Well, Mark Walter and Andrew Friedman and those guys, they're a little more sophisticated than that. And by the way, I don't have a history with you. I don't have to because you were Kobe's guy. I don't care, right? We got to go do this. So I kind of respect Pelinka taking a big swing because I'm probably cooked. If we just run it back and it doesn't work, I'm cooked. If I take a big swing and it doesn't work, I'm cooked. So why not take a big swing? Because if it does work, maybe I pull my neck out.
How much of that sort of, Guggenheim, Mark Walter, we're doing things a new way, how much do you think trickles down to J.J. Redick as well? And this is not saying he's done a really good job, right? I think he's exceeded expectations what he's done the first couple of years here. But again, he's not necessarily their guy. He has a way of doing things. We know he's not of a mind to develop guys. Like, he wants a team that he can plug in and play with. If the organization decides, if the analytics guys decide we want to get some younger guys, try to develop them and build them up, like, does JJ have to get on board? Does he have to figure something out? Like, and I know I don't think it's a this year thing. I think he gets a couple years. But at some point, especially if Rob Pelinka's gone, the spotlight kind of starts creeping that way too.
Who was here when the Mark Walter Group bought the Dodgers? It was Ned Colletti and it was Don Mattingly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Ned Colletti and Don Mattingly are no longer. Now, it's been a long time. And by the way, I think much like J.J. Redick, Don Mattingly is very well respected throughout baseball.
Yes.
Like, Don Mattingly has managed in Florida, took them to the
He's done a great job with the Phillies since he took over.
He basically saved the Phillies season. He came in and they pulled them out of a nosedive. So Don Mattingly is a good manager. He just wasn't their guy.
Yeah.
And maybe he wasn't the right fit, and they went and they found Dave Roberts, and he's been here since then. Ned Colletti, by all accounts, did a really good job for the Dodgers, considering he had one hand tied behind his back with the McCourts as well. Like, they're asking him to make, chicken salad out of you-know-what. Right. And he did for the most part, but they moved on. And I would not be surprised if that ultimately happens with the Lakers. I think JJ's got a longer runway than Rob Pelinka does.
For sure.
But I don't think there are any sacred cows in this organization, with the exception of Luka Doncic at this point. And even the bill will come due on that at some point, too, because it's sports and it always does.
Yeah. No, I mean, Luka's, 2 more years before they got to renegotiate this thing?
Yeah.
So, I mean, this is obviously the Lakers kind of selling themselves and auditioning for Luka to build a franchise, build a team around him. But in some ways, it's Luka sort of auditioning for the new ownership group, saying, like, hey, are you the guy that we think we can win with long term? So this is sort of an interesting feeling out process.
You know what? I'm happy that we haven't said once, really, since the beginning of last season, we haven't talked about Luka's weight or his fitness once.
No.
I'm not trying to be funny. I'm genuinely giving him credit for that, because that was the thing in Dallas basically from the moment he got there. Mm-hmm. Are you ever going to get in shape? Are you ever going to lose weight? Are you hurt because you are out of shape? Are you bad at the end of games because you're gasping for that? We eliminated that variable.
That was part of the rationale for trading him away. Yep. I mean, they just said he wasn't in shape when we needed him to be.
You guys ready for a little last man standing?
Yeah.
Let's do it next. There you go. Get it fired up. Get it all ready. I got it low. Marcus, I've been saving this one for you.
Uh-oh.
Beto is here. Did you bring in cupcakes? Is that what I saw? Yeah, there's cupcakes here as well, so we might take a little minute to go. I didn't have a cupcake. There was no cupcakes at that party yesterday. I'm down a cupcake. We'll get into it next. It's DeMarco and Trav. Marcus is here for DeMarco on 710 ESPN.
It's Evan Cohen. You know it's always fun and frivolity when I join the Sedano and Cap Morning Show, Tuesdays, 8 a.m.
That is what I said.
Oh, so it was verbatim. It wasn't similar. It was actually verbatim.
I'm one of the hosts of an ESPN morning show. You heard our show, and you regurgitated your point back to me.
Start your Tuesday with our show on Sportsmanlike. Evan Canty and Michelle from 3 a.m. to 7 a.m. We will be reacting to USA and Belgium. Then I'll check in with Sedano and Cappy at 8 a.m. Tuesdays on ESPN LA.
You know, in sports, you got to have the right team in your corner. Same goes for after an accident. That's why when people ask me who to call, I say it's easy. I tell them to call my guy. I got a guy. Attorney Big Al. Big Al's been helping accident victims across California for more than 15 years. He's an LA native, a huge sports fan. Wait till you hear him go. And he knows that after a crash, things get overwhelming fast. Between dealing with insurance companies trying to rip you off, trying to get your car fixed, trying to find the right doctors if you're hurt, it can be a lot. It can turn your whole world upside down. That's where Big Al and his team will step in for you. So lock this number in your phone. 1-800-HURT-123. 1-800-HURT-123. They'll help guide you through the process, protect your rights, and help you understand what you may be entitled to. And here's the biggest thing. Don't let the insurance company call the plays. Call 1-800-HURT-123 or visit attorneybigalca.com.
Attorney Big Al's attorney Ken Klein, based in Los Angeles.
Getting pulled over for DUI can be life-altering. Un momento, you're driving to your casa. Next thing you know, un grande problema. Right, Angelica?
Sí, Cappy, and the clock is ticking with solamente 10 días to respond.
10 days is not a lot.
Cappy, the Fix My DUI program helps people move forward after a DUI with support and guidance every step of the way.
If this happens to one of our listeners or someone that they know, what should they do?
No espere y háblanos hoy or visit fixmydui.org.
That's fixmydui.org.
Your ambition just met its match with Robinhood. You play for the win, not just on game day, every day. Channel that drive into your money. Robinhood puts you in control, all on one platform. You expect more from yourself. Expect more from your money. Get started today at Robinhood.com/yourmoney. Again, that's Robinhood.com/yourmoney. Your money, your move.
Veterans and active duty service members, when your call to service ends, your mission doesn't have to. Go from GI to IT in just a few months at My Computer Career. Prepare for a high-demand career in cybersecurity, protecting people, systems, and institutions from real cyber threats. Cyber warriors are needed now. Will you answer the call? Go to mycomputercareer.edu/CWP to learn more. That's mycomputercareer.edu/CWP, an elite CompTIA certification partner. VA education benefits are available to those who qualify.
You're hanging out with the Rams Super Bowl champ and Sweet Tea.
Feeling awesome. Yes. What's up?
Afternoons with DeMarco and Travis rolls on.
Guys, what the heck is going on out here?
Back to the guys.
Damn right. Danger zone, baby. 1-1. We're on the board. USA scored. Tillman with a free kick that was deflected off of a Belgian player's head. It kind of redirected it. The goalie was going right. The ball went back to the left. 1-1 in the 33rd minute.
Just like they drew it up.
Hey, this is, I don't know if I love this about soccer or this is just kind of the weirdness of it all. Baseball's a little like this too. The team that is less talented can win a decent amount of the time.
Yeah, I mean, luck is a big part of soccer, and
that was fast.
No way.
The dream is over.
My goodness. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
Belgium with a header, 2-1.
That was
All right,
quick. That
Belgium.
reminded me of the second England goal yesterday. Like before anybody had even known what had happened, they put up another one.
We're back. Belgium.
Ben's got his Belgium flag.
Hi, guys.
Hey, Beto.
What's up, Beto?
Are we cooked now or are we still alive?
No, was it over with the Germans bomb Pearl Harbor? Hell no.
Was it over when the Belgium guy scored from outside? Oh, boy.
It's going to be hard because Belgium's been in control.
They've been in control the whole game.
You're a good team, bro.
The thing that has happened so far, the folks who know, were always concerned that our defensive line was, our back line was a little bit shaky, and so far they have been exposed in the first half.
Okay, so again, with the caveat that I don't know what I'm talking about, just let's start there. But this is my fear. There's tiers to this stuff, right? And like it feels like Belgium is in that tier of the very, very powerful European teams. There's those very, very powerful South American teams. And then there's everybody else. And maybe we're towards the top of everybody else, but the level that, I mean, this has been one team having the ball the entire game. Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong at all. I mean, Belgium has absolutely dominated. The fact that we were able to score on that free kick was a plus, but it feels like we're going to have a tough time scoring just within the run of play because we just can't really generate anything.
You know what I like is that Travis has owned not being a soccer guy, just like me. I'm a soccer fan every 4 years.
Yep.
All my look, there's still tags on the stuff that I'm buying.
You taking it back?
Yeah. Oh, especially after Mexico yesterday. Oh man. Because I'm not a jersey guy. I don't wear merch, but I like scarves.
Yeah.
It's like the soccer scarves. Whenever I go to an event, so I got this one a couple years ago somewhere. I don't know where, but yeah. So that's what I got. But man, this sucks.
But like you said, Beto, I'm not a soccer, but this has been an incredible tournament.
It's because it's on our turf.
And it's on our timeline.
Exactly. We're not waking up at 6 a.m. to watch what's going on in Qatar. We know what's going on. It's been, look, you guys know me. I like to partake a little game of chance every now and then. Let's just say that every single game I've watched because I had money on it, but also it's just been fun to watch.
Yeah.
Because tomorrow, my game plan, 9 and 12, I think is going on. I can plan my day around it, and when there was 4 games going on,
it was hard.
Oh no, it was easy. Well, I mean, because I ain't got no job either, so I was watching all of it. But everybody that I know was watching some sort of capacity of what's going on. And so it's been cool. It's been a vibe. It sucks that Mexico lost, but you still partied, didn't you?
I did.
I heard.
I did.
I heard. Thanks for the invite, George.
Yeah, it was quite a party.
I wouldn't have shown up anyways.
Taco guy, cold beer.
I heard the cooler talk.
Oh, you can appreciate it. You know what I'm talking about.
So yesterday we had a gathering at my mom's, and my brother brings the cooler. I'm not the only real drinker in the house, so my brother brings the cooler, the soft drinks. I look at his cooler, like, cute, because he knows it doesn't matter for the soft peak soda and like how the ice is made. Now my Yeti that was just for me and my brother-in-law Brian. Oh, that was done. It was set up about 10 o'clock yesterday morning.
Yeah.
Right there, a little
That's
water.
how you do it.
Get an
Just a little bit to get the melting started, because then you want to keep the rest of the ice there. And the Yeti will keep that ice for forever, basically.
It's still in there.
Yeah, of course it is.
And I had a Carta Blanca for you.
Yeah.
It is. So I found the Mexican selection of beers at the market yesterday, and it was Dos Equis Amber, Dos Equis Light, Indio, which is a good beer too.
I don't know that one.
It's a green bottle from Monterrey, and then Carta Blanca. Carta Blanca is like you're smoking like Marlboro Red, old man.
Oh,
so like, but it's a beer. Right?
It's like Bud Heavies.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So my dad's 84. My dad's 84, doesn't really drink anymore, right? And he looked at it, he went, so that's what I was thinking of Travis. Like, old man appreciates it. Travis one day will.
When we were at the Mercado, he kind of showed me, it's the first time I'm there, and he's kind of showing me around, and they have in the far left side of the Mercado is where all the beer is, the enormous beer refrigerator, and they got, every beer you could possibly think of. And he's going, and he points at the Carta Blanca. He goes, "You don't know anything about that?" I said, "Oh, yes, I do."
Yeah.
And
you should not drink that if you're under 50. That's pretty much it.
It's an aggressive
It's like
choice.
what was it, Billy D. Williams?
Colt 45.
Colt 45. Like,
Colt 45.
Do you remember the tagline?
The smooth taste will get you.
Yeah.
But don't let the smooth taste.
Was it Schlitz that like works every time?
Works every time.
Maybe that was
There was a works every. The smooth that sounds familiar too.
Like it's that generation that'll appreciate Carta Blanca.
Okay.
Like
yeah.
We still haven't gotten the ball since we started talking.
Pretty
about
much,
this.
no, not very long. I mean, this feels like, Belgium. They're the methodical offense. They're going to drive the ball down the field. They're going to grind it out. They're going to punch it in the end zone. The U.S. just needs to hit a big play, like a punt return, a long play, like maybe get a pass interference somewhere along the way. Like that's how they're going to score.
Well, they already got the deflection off somebody, so they got that.
They got that going for them.
Now they got to score. I'm doing something real stupid in a couple hours.
What are you doing?
Let's see if you guys agree if I should do it or not. So I'm going to play in a men's league basketball game at 8:45. I got the show till 8.
Okay.
40 and over.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't play basketball.
What do you mean? You don't, like you've never played, or you haven't played in
As
a while?
a kid.
Okay.
The last time I actually hooped, I was probably 30. It was at LA Fitness, and I left to avoid a fight.
Okay.
Not with me. Other people were going to fight. I'm like, I
want to be part of this.
I don't. Why are you fouling? Why? I'm like, I don't need to play pickup anymore. So I'm playing in Montebello, the Latino League, 40 and over. So Stefa's brother, believe it or not, named Matt, who's a big listener, is a high school basketball referee, and he's involved in these leagues. He's always told me, Beto, you're going to play 40 and over, 40 and over. Like, no, bro, I don't play basketball, let alone 40 and over, because those people are worse because all they do is bitch and complain.
Well, it all depends on who the guys in the league are.
They're good players,
okay,
too.
but I don't think that's the variable. The variable, Marcus, as I see it, is the intensity of which they take it.
It's a league. They play every week.
Oh,
So I've always told him, if you ever need somebody because there's a forfeit, maybe I'll do it. Today he cashed it in after years of asking me. He's like, we have 3.
Do you run 5s full court?
It's a real legend. Like Lorenzo Mata from UCLA.
Oh, yeah,
He's
yeah.
playing because he's now 41. I'm like,
Oh, you're in the deep end of the pool, brother.
Just try to rebound and play defense.
No.
Just spot up shoot.
No.
You want to follow the Travis plan. Never go below the 3-point line on either side.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There you go. I can do that.
Just,
but this is bad, right?
If you got guys there that are competing hard,
and they play year-round.
That's a tough assignment.
I'm only going so they don't forfeit because the 3 other guys on the team are wanting to watch the USA
Like,
game.
is somebody going to be D'ing you up, like picking you up half court and just shutting you down?
Standings and they play tournaments. It's like a men's league for baseball, but basketball.
Yeah, but in baseball, you can kind of just go out to right field and hope the ball never gets hit to you.
Yeah.
Like in basketball, you can't really
You
do
can't
that.
really hide.
Yeah.
There's nowhere to hide.
As Morales says, I'm doing it for the bit, but now I'm regretting it. But I've also been there, when you run teams.
What's your wind like right now?
Yeah, you'll find out real quick.
Basketball conditioning is different.
Oh,
from,
yeah.
You'll find out
like,
real
I can
quick.
run a couple miles, no problem. But I'm like, no. And I texted the dude, I don't have basketball shoes.
You playing Vans?
I don't, the only
Nike running shoes.
I kid you not.
New Balance or something?
The only pair of shoes I have are the Nike shoes that I work out in, and New Balances that I use for comfort.
Oh my God!
And my Vans. And the guy was like, purposely, I said, I need size 12 Kobe's. He said,
I got you.
I got you.
I got you.
Damn it!
That's the
Want
worst.
you to play.
When you keep running out of excuses.
They don't want to forfeit.
What
When you forfeit, you have to pay the referee fees.
So, DeAndre, you played in men's league.
Yes.
If Beto showed up, and you don't know Beto, right? But Beto shows up, he hasn't played in a while. Maybe he's not busting it end to end. What is your reaction to seeing a player like that show up at your game?
Go right at it.
Go right at him.
Looking at him like,
you're gonna hunt.
looking at him like he's food.
We're hunting him. Yeah, yeah.
They're hunting him down?
Yeah. We're
Oh, here, Mr. Alvizi in the YouTube chat. That league is a vibe. They're dope. I've coached in them before. See? There's coaches.
But no.
They have coaches?
It,
the hell? What do we have coaches?
It's a vibe and it's dope. That might mean it's kind of chill.
Maybe.
Get back on defense, pass the ball, shoot when you're open. I'm not shooting.
you better get in a 2-3 zone.
You better shoot.
I ain't shoot a damn thing.
Yeah, you should.
The first time they pass you the ball, shoot it.
You know what's going to
Because
happen?
either you make it or they figure out not to pass to you anymore.
Yeah, well, a couple years ago, once my son got to like junior in high school, I stopped shooting with him because he was really good, and I was just clanking it. We would do the shooting contest. I'm like, that's like 7 years ago now. Now I'm just like the dad who rebounds. So I'm good. Outlet pass.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Thumbs down.
Okay, but see, do you know the other players on your team? Are you familiar with their game? Do they have a certain skill type?
I have no idea about anything, bro. I don't have shoes.
The other 9 guys on the team, you have no idea who they are.
Well, we only have 4.
No, on the
Oh,
fourth.
you are the 5th.
No,
I'm the 4th.
Oh my goodness!
So you still may have to forfeit?
No, you can play with 4.
Oh my God, you're
Yes!
cooked.
If you got to play with 4, you're going to do so much damn running.
Nope.
You're gonna be in a box defense. 2 at the elbow, 2 at the block.
I'm in a box and 1. You're in a box.
And all we need is one guy to be like, oh, the host of the Lakers postgame show can't shoot.
Right.
Oh, man.
What's your health
That's why I'm the
insurance
host of
situation?
Lakers post game.
Those who can't do, those who can't host.
And talk. Yeah. What's your health insurance situation?
Well, good thing After takes care of us right here.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're good.
Because when you need like a hamstring repair at some point.
I kid you not, Trav, my biggest concern is an Achilles.
Yeah.
When you're in your 30s, that's when they pop. I'm in my late 40s, they don't. So
That's why they invented pickleball to keep
Better
surgeons
stretch.
in business.
Man, you can't stretch fat. Come on now.
No, you're right. Don't cut.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Like don't jump, cut, run, hustle. What else?
Don't get in the defensive stance. I'm trying to,
Just talk. Just switch. Switch.
Help.
No, it's like, you got him. You good. You good. The last time I actually played on a team, we were in senior year of high school, and all the baseball guys got together. We played a rec league at a park.
Okay.
Baseball.
The baseball guys got together to play basketball.
Oh, okay.
So we would because remember in the last senior year of high school, you only have like 4 classes.
Sure.
So we didn't have homework or anything like that. So we played in a rec league, like all other teenagers in there, all baseball guys, and we'd go out there and ball, dominate, also weighed 160 at the time.
Yeah, your body probably responded. Jonathan just told me real quick. He says the one thing you should avoid at all costs is stretching. Just go out there ice cold and see what happens.
And namaste, man. Namaste. I'm an athlete, bro.
Okay,
I went to spin this morning. I was good.
Nah, stretching is even I stretch.
No,
because you have muscles.
No, you need to stretch, dude.
Yeah, you absolutely need to stretch.
I like how Mark is over here just like, man, shaking his head like, nope.
Okay, I'm curious. Like, are they like running plays and stuff? Because you said they have a coach. Or are they like, going over there running like actual
These
sets?
guys play in their league and then they play tournaments on the holiday weekend. It's like a legit. Yes.
Could you hang if you got dumped in a similar situation?
I don't know about my wind. I think that's the thing that I'm most worried
Yeah.
about. The other part is it's not so much the running, it's the stopping. That's the part that
Changing the direction.
Yeah.
Like I'm trying to go to my right, now I got to stop and go back.
Yeah, that's the hard part.
Bottom shoot, baby.
Godspeed.
Only because it's Stefa's brother, Miss Morales' girlfriend, her brother.
You're going to play with 4 guys?
Well, he said they called another guy.
Got a ringer?
Yeah, Lorenzo Mata. Like Lorenzo Mata was on NCAA back-to-back Final Four teams.
Do you have to be Latino to play?
Yes.
Oh, all right.
Come on.
So I was going to volunteer the
I was going to say, yeah. 40. He's Dominican.
You
Dominican.
You Belizean.
I'm Dominican.
Yeah, you're Dominican.
Come on, go with Curacao.
Well, the guy from Mexico, Quinones.
Yes. But he's legit from a country that's Latino.
Well, just go in there and,
I don't speak English.
Don't say it like that.
Exactly.
DeAndre Sanchez. Here we go. Oh,
All
my
right.
goodness.
Is
halftime coming up?
We're getting close.
In
We're
a little bit.
Extra time.
Yeah.
At least we had the ball in that end
We
of
got
the
a
field
shot.
for the
We
first
got a
time
shot
in a while.
on. Yeah.
We got a goal. We see. All right, we'll come back. We'll do a little shop talk, and we'll figure out what Beto's going to do in his basketball game coming up in a couple hours. It's coming up next. It's DeMarco and Trav. Marcus is here on a Monday on 710 ESPN.
Hey, it's Mace. Big episode of the Mason Plus podcast right now on the ESPN LA YouTube channel. The Doctor of Thugonomics, John Cena, joins the show. Talks about his Boston sports fandom, whether he'll ever do another rap album, and the origin of You Can't See Me. Plus, the 5 greatest Los Angeles movies of all time. That's Mason Plus on the ESPN LA YouTube channel right now or on Apple and Spotify.
This summer's biggest football watch party experience is happening at Mercado Gonzalez in Costa Mesa. Catch every Mexico and USA match live, surrounded by nonstop game day energy, passionate fans, drink specials, surprise giveaways, grab fire asada tacos, slow braised quesadilla, fresh ceviches, warm churros, and more while you cheer on your team with the entire Mercado. Mercado Gonzalez, your soccer fan paradise this summer. Join us every Mexico and USA match at Mercado Gonzalez in Costa Mesa, where every match tastes better.
ESPN LA fans, join us Friday, July 10th at Hollywood Park Casino for the Kickin' It at the Park tailgate party as we broadcast live with the Sedano and Cap Morning Show. Come tailgate for the quarterfinal and unforgettable final World Cup game at SoFi. Cheer on your team and enjoy HBC's new outdoor bar. Hollywood Park Casino, the only spot where you can park, party, and play 24/7 is LA's hottest card room, and it just got hotter during the epic Summer of Soccer. Friday, July 10th at Hollywood Park Casino. For more info, go to playhbc.com or follow us at PlayHBC. Must be 21 plus to enter.
Progressive knows there's no one more important to your team than your pet. They're like your top draft pick.
And it looks like Chuck has selected Pepper the Corgi. Bold pick there, Deborah.
Yeah, Rich, Pepper has a high ceiling for sure, but he does have a tendency to bark at every tree.
Yeah, he brings a lot to the table, but also takes a lot off of it, especially when it's been left near the edge.
Nothing left to do now but suit him up for the dog park.
Protect your top draft pick from injury and illness with Progressive Pet Insurance. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers. Not available in all states or situations. Covered subject to policy terms.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Summer's finally here, and we're kicking it off with a whole lot of free. Free brake pads with Duralast rotors. Free oil filter with 5 quarts of oil. Free Armor All wipes with Armor All glass cleaner, and more. More free, so you can have more summer. Celebrate free at AutoZone. Now through July 27th. Restrictions apply.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Oh, yes, indeed. Tuesday on the Sedano and Cap Morning Show on ESPN LA, 7 a.m. Scott Kaplan will be in studio with us at LA Live. Shitano, well, maybe he'll be in studio. We'll be recapping USA Belgium, and of course more about free agency, LeBron, Lakers, and all that. Evan Cohen will join us for his weekly visit at 8 a.m. It's always fun and frivolity with Evco. Plus, Gregory Arthur Bergman all over the Dodgers. Producer Lindsay Baseball. Will she do more bits on Mount Everest? Plus, will Sedano be in a mood again?
First of all, watch your tone.
Tuesday for a live imaging Tuesday, 7 a.m. on ESPN LA.
Download to see if you qualify. Not all customers will qualify. Transfer fees may apply. No Albert subscription required. Albert is not a bank. Albert Instant Loans are issued by FinWise Bank, member FDIC. Not an actual client. Terms apply.
Kylie, what's wrong? I just got hit with a car repair bill. I'm behind on rent, and I feel like I can never save any money.
Have you tried the Albert app? Albert is your financial assistant, helping you find ways to save and create custom budgets to actually grow your money. Plus, you can get up to $10,000 for big expenses, or advance up to $1,000 fast when you need cash right away.
Albert can get me up to $10,000?
Exactly. Albert spots you in a pinch and helps you grow your money in the long run.
I'm downloading Albert right now.
Download the Albert app and use promo code EXPRESS to borrow up to $10,000 for whatever you need. The Albert app helps you budget better and save more money so you reach your financial goals faster. Download the Albert app right now and use promo code EXPRESS to borrow up to $10,000. Use code EXPRESS to borrow up to $10,000.
It's DeMarco Farr and Travis Rogers.
You sleep naked?
I do. Completely unencumbered.
He likes to be free.
Put him in the box.
Afternoons with DeMarco and Travis rolls on.
So if you and I are on the road, we get caught in the same motel, and we got to share a room.
Yeah.
You can't sleep unless you're naked.
I would prefer to be unencumbered.
Back to the guys.
Ouch.
Yeah.
All right, you can help people affected by the Venezuela earthquakes. Your donation through redcross.org/ESPN enables the Red Cross to prepare for, respond to, and help people recover from this disaster. And, you know, it reminded me, we have not talked about Eliezer Alfonso. He, of course, is Venezuelan, and he lost his stepmother and his sister in those earthquakes. He made his major league debut yesterday with the Dodgers and spoke about it after, and just an absolutely awful story.
Yeah, incredibly awful. On a day that, you know, should be one of the greatest days of your life, to have to deal with that is unthinkable.
Remember Gorkys Hernandez played in the major leagues for a bit?
Yeah, vaguely.
His wife was in one of the hotels that collapsed, passed away. They found her in rubble.
It's rough. So if you want to do it, ESPN, redcross.org/ESPN. So you can make your donation there. On to our shop talk right here. Today is National Hand Roll Day.
Oh, nice.
You like hand rolls?
Oh, yeah.
I'm a cut roll man.
Yeah, pretty much.
See, when you're going to 7-Eleven sushi, you're not really knowing what a hand roll is.
No, but even if you go to the sushi bar.
You go a little sugarfish, you come out. At the nicer place.
Yeah, but you still would prefer a hand roll?
It's good to mix it up with the roll because the quality is going to be really there.
Don't you feel pressure to eat the whole, take one bite of the hand roll, and finish
the whole thing in one bite?
You could try. Don't you feel pressure to do it?
No,
man?
that's like a 4 or 5 bite thing.
Yeah, man. Like what?
I feel like a pressure to eat the whole thing
in one bite.
Yeah, I try.
No, bro. That's rude.
Choke.
Yeah.
I try.
Do you know it's rude to put the soy or the wasabi on before you've tasted it the first time?
Oh, absolutely. It's an insult to the chef.
Exactly.
Is it really?
Oh, yes.
Oh, I do it. I do it all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course we know you would.
Does they have a chef at 76?
No.
The one at Sprouts is pretty good, too.
But Albertsons, they do.
Sprouts sushi.
Albertsons does have a sushi chef.
Really? Yeah, Albertsons does have a sushi chef.
Tater Brothers, too.
Who does?
Tater Brothers.
Oh, and?
Yeah, it's good.
Okay.
It's
Have you been to Nobu yet?
I have not been to Nobu.
I've never been to Nobu. Have you been to Nobu?
I have not been to Nobu.
Oh, you peasants.
How often are you checking in at Nobu?
Once a month.
Really?
When we have fights in Vegas.
Yeah, so you gotta lead with that.
Hey, you guys should know me if it's
You
free.
gotta
It's
lead
free.
with
Give me
that.
3.
Happy 46th birthday to Pau Gasol.
All right, happy
One of
birthday,
the
pal.
nicest humans ever.
And one of the smartest guys. Wasn't he studying to be a doctor before he grew to be 7 feet tall?
Mm-hmm. His dad's a nurse, the mom the doctor, and he wanted to be that.
Yeah.
Nicest guy.
Could you imagine Pal operating on you
Man, your doctor walks in, he's 7 feet.
right? Like these long arms.
I was a bedside manner. Hi, how you doing, Travis?
How often have you seen a 7-foot person that wasn't on a basketball court?
Oh my God!
Almost never.
It just happened on my Instagram. I came across a page. Tall people meet up in Dallas, and they and they were interviewing each other. And guys like, does it feel great to be around other tall people?
Like this is just a convention of tall people.
And they were at a bar, and it was, well, how tall are you? The girl 6'7", 6'5", and the guys were like 7 foot, and the girl, I can wear heels. This is great. And then one guy was 6'2" and looked like me and Trudell next to each other. Bro. It was like,
so my daughter is 6 feet tall.
Oh, good for you.
Okay, and she wears heels, and she's got very specific rules.
That's the volleyball girl?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but she's like, do you play basketball? Do you play volleyball? What did she think? Yeah. So I can understand you want to, be among your people.
Yeah.
I understand.
Oh, she better not marry anybody short, man.
Oh, trust me, she's
Travis got rules?
No, I don't. She does.
We do.
Yeah, she's a bit of a height bully.
No, you cannot wear 6 foot jeans, man.
All right. How old do you think Sylvester Stallone turns today?
81.
Real close.
Wow, 80?
80.
All right.
Wow.
Rocky is 80.
Yeah. I don't know.
Rambo is 80.
Did you watch Tulsa King? He looks like it.
I watched the first
But his
couple of
forehead doesn't
episodes
move.
of Tulsa King. Didn't hate it, by the way.
I watched the first season, and at some point I was annoyed. I'm like, why are you letting this old guy bully you just because he says he's from New York? Like, I just felt bad for the people of Tulsa.
Wasn't he a mobster?
Yeah, he's like a mobster, but he's like,
Well, that's why.
They don't know that.
He just got out of the can, right?
Yeah.
And he comes to set
But
up
he's like
shop
by himself.
in
He doesn't
Tulsa.
have like muscle or help. He's just by himself, and he's just like bullying people in Tulsa.
You give me an Italian in Tulsa. I've been to Tulsa a few times. I'm okay.
I've been to Tulsa.
Pretty healthy, fit 80-year-old. And let's move on to this next one. 26-year-old Zion Williamson is celebrating a birthday today.
Only?
Right?
Yeah.
Although he came in the league, like 19, right?
Yeah, he was a kid.
Yeah.
He does look a lot better now, though. He does.
Still doesn't play a ton.
He does not know, but it's a trend towards the right direction.
I hope so, because he's an amazing talent, but
Incredible athlete.
He needs to get away from New Orleans. There's too many fattening food down there.
He's going to
That's
find
not
it.
the only thing. That's not the only thing that he's having problems
I
with.
know. Yes. I didn't want to mention that one, too.
Yeah.
And that's everywhere.
Right, yeah, that's it. You can't escape that.
They don't want to mention that on air, but okay.
That's going to happen wherever he goes. Perhaps the least popular Dodger / opposing player in very, very long time, Manny Machado is celebrating his 34th birthday.
But you're a
today.
Manny Machado fan.
That's a good dude right there.
I like Manny Machado. I like Manny
For 5
Machado
innings.
in the league. I think he's a very, very good. He's having a terrible year.
Yeah.
Qualify that. Manny Machado's going to the Hall of Fame.
Mm-hmm.
Manny Machado is an incredible player, and Manny Machado does not pretend he's Johnny Hustle. I don't run hard.
Yeah.
Just deal with it.
You know what you're getting with Manny Machado, at least. It's right out there.
And I don't think that's not part of the reason they're 14 games out of first place. Marcus, good job today. Beto's
Appreciate
coming
it.
up next. Oh, my
USA!
goodness. We tied it up.
No, that's a replay.
Oh, it's a replay?
That's a replay.
Oh,
Damn you,
boo.
Fox.
That was a
Damn you,
replay.
Fox. Man.
Don't start with that on your show. Beto's coming up next.
Oh, yes, indeed. Tuesday on the Sedano and Cap Morning Show on ESPN LA, 7 a.m. Scott Kaplan will be in studio with us at